Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Teeth and Lies. My name is Tom. I use he, him pronouns, and I will be the Dungeon Master of the game. Now, Teeth and Lies is a part of an ongoing storyline. That of the Gatecrashers. They are rainbow-coloured heroes, agnostic beings who think that God's involvement's No. It's down to heroes to save the day. But first of all, let me introduce you to my players and some of our supporters and our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Nat. I use she, her pronouns, and my character, Syrah, uses she, they pronouns. Syrah is a security and interplanetary relations restoration automaton and is an alternate world version of Sarah from A Divergent Dream. Syrah was also created by Nanny, a different Nanny, this time a dimension-travelling gatecrasher, and as their name suggests, they were created to help the Gatecrashers with their interplanar work, and they've been programmed to serve the Gatecrashers directive. At all costs?
Hi, I'm Sean. I use he, him pronouns, and this is Bernard Hart, rockstar legend. And backing me up today, we've got on the bass guitar, anti-sulfuric. On the rhythm guitar, we've got anti-hydrochloric. And on the drums, we've got Ant Battery. Yes, this is Heartburn and the Art Acids.
Hi, I'm Lola, pronouns they, them, and I will be playing Irerai. Irerai the Lightbringer. Pronouns are Z, Zem, and Zir. Z is an interplanar traveler in Zero right, and is somehow recently being inducted into the gig? We don't know. We don't really understand, but there are no alternate versions of them. There's only one. What happened there?
Hello, my name's Niall. I use he, him pronouns, and my character is called Ruin, and she uses she, her pronouns. She is a dark and twisted character with a deep, sad, tragic backstory that is hidden behind an iron mask, and even more infernal iron. She's found in the depths of hell, more specifically the first layer, so not that deep when you think about it. But she died, or she would have died if it wasn't for a gatecrasher that saved her. Now, will she continue her vengeance or whatever it is that she was doing before the gatecrashers? Who knows? But we'll find out together this season in Teeth and Lies.
Check out our sponsor, Phoenix Dice, for carefully crafted click-clack math rocks for use in your favourite TTRPGs. Phoenix Dice work with recycled goods, meaning their products and packaging are all made from sustainable materials. You can go to phoenixdice.com to check out their entire selection, including some limited Roll Together dice. And if you use the code ROLLTOGETHER, all caps, at checkout, you'll get 25% off your next purchase.
Big love to our D20 club on Patreon. They're great. You're wonderful. We love you so much. And they help us keep the kobolds in line, which is very important. They get up to all sorts of cheeky jam-related activities. Anyway, the D20 club, they've created a fan Discord where you can come and chat about all things Roll Together. And they've created a wiki page to help you keep track of all of our stories, which you can find at rolltogether.fandom.com. You can join and be as cool as they are from as little as one of your local currencies per month by following the link in chat or in the description below.
We are delighted to be supported by Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a Dungeons & Dragons strategy video game that brings together D&D characters from novels, adventures, and multiple live streams into a single grand adventure. You can select your heroes and formation, then battle through waves of monsters for free on PC, phone, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. And if you put !code into chat, you'll get yourself a free Electrum chest.
You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and TikTok by searching Roll Together RPG or by following the links in chat or in the description below. If you can't join us live and want to see our previous adventures, you can catch up straight after on YouTube or on your favourite podcasting app by searching for Roll Together RPG.
Finally, we run queer-friendly tables and encourage and support trans and GNC players and characters in our games. Our players and DM may portray characters that are of a different gender to their own. We aim to avoid misgendering but acknowledge that it does happen. We welcome corrections and have a company policy in place for correcting people on pronouns. Check out Safety in Chat for content warnings and some of the safety tools that we use through the TTRPG Safety Toolkit.
Didn't they do well? Let's get to it. Let's save the multiverse. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Teeth and Lies. Welcome to episode 2 of this adventure. Now, this is everyone pointing at their teeth, no one pointing at their lies, because we keep our secrets.
That's why I was shaking my finger. Like,
no.
No lies.
No, you're all so sassy tonight. Yes. I think I'll just, because as we know, we always run perfectly to time when I'm running this, so let's just do a really quick recap of last episode. Last episode, for assistance to the multiversal heroes, the Gatecrashers were brought back to Gatecrash HQ. The Gatecrashers are a agnostic group that travel the multiverse, solving problems and sticking fingers up at gods. Among our heroes, we have the rock and roll star of the universe, one Heartburn. We have Syrah, a small little robot girl. Let's see. Yes, as we got one rock and roll. We got 2 rock and roll stars. For the podcast listeners, we recently got very excited when we realised that Zoom would react to certain people doing certain hand movements, such as thumbs up or rock and roll. And meanwhile, now continues to be in The Great Gatsby. So yeah, Syrah, the little robot girl. Ruin, the mysterious human from the plains of hell. Pockets full of soul coins, and Irai. They are also multiversal travelers, and basically was told, hey, you can come chill with us. Maybe we can fight the great evil that you're fighting. And Irai was like, I guess, you know. Yes, they were brought back. Discovered that the Gatecrashers have a group of invisible penguins that help serve food. Bernard was very sad that he could see them, but he couldn't understand them. It's heartbreaking. It's pathos, folks. It was then revealed by a half-elf Gatecrasher. Some of the players have started calling him the asshole elf. That's not going down on the paperwork. But this Gatecrasher informed them that there was going to be an exchange or a prisoner, or maybe 2 prisoners, were going to be brought back to Gatecrasher HQ. These heroes were commissioned to go collect them. Through some reason, the party thought they had a lot more time than they did, and Ruin decided to go and have a spa day, which was fine, which is great for character work. But now the party have been brought through this portal with this elf Gatecrasher and a Faerun, who is currently taking care of Syrah. The crystal dragon / elf Gatecrasher has told Heartburn, I don't think I can deal with this one. Rolls were made. We don't know what's up with her. And Ruin's Gatecrasher, a blonde Gatecrasher in a beautiful long coat, who I started calling Blondie to the consternation of some of the players, but I'm now calling Constantine. Code names here, supposedly went to be with these prisoners, and as the party have now entered a icy plain, have discovered that the shed they saw, which supposedly contained the prisoners, has been burnt to the ground. I then also thought, haha, ice, that's difficult, and all the players went, well, it's not a problem for me. So as we said, the key portal behind you closes. You are in a great icy plain. The wind's quiet. There is still sort of driven snow. About 70 feet ahead of you is this hut, which, as I said, when you previously saw it through the portal, was looking a bit ramshackle and a bit clever, but now has definitely caught fire in the time. The fire seems to have gone out possibly in the last hour. The elf Gatecrash just sort of goes, the name of it. The Faerun's like, well, that's unexpected. Gatecrash's like, is it though? Is it really? I mean, these are dangerous people we're working with, but right. Does look at
thought the level of threat was higher than we did, then surely you should have informed us of the fact, and we would have gone and dealt with it.
Well, that's the thing, Sarah. We had Gatecrasher, and Gatecrasher is gestures to Ruin. Ruin possibly will know he's competent, but yeah, I think we probably need to start looking into this. And who would have thought quite a simple job would have got itself so complicated so quickly?
Insight check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that just Tom, or is that them? That was terrible. 10.
I'm just gonna roll for this guy.
How sus was that?
Oh, I've got a 3. This is a sassy molasses of a man. Yeah, no.
Tom.
Yes, it's me. It's myself. Insert character. Yeah. Sarah, what exactly you're just trying to work? What exactly are you trying to work out with this? Is he just being sarcastic, or is there something? What do you want to know?
Yeah, basically, just the way that line was delivered.
Yeah.
Is this person being was that a genuine, like, who'd have known this would have got so complicated, or is this was it sarcastic, or is there something else going on there? What do they know?
As that eye starts scanning and they're like, sarcasm, and there's just a little ping. Yes, it was sarcasm. It was a gatecrasher who was like, I think because you did quite well. I mean, you didn't do amazingly, but you did better than him. It is that sort of thing of being like, yeah, of course. Why haven't we brought like a lot more people like these guys? So yes, sort of like, he's a bit annoyed, but he doesn't seem. It's not like he's like, oh my god, Orcus. You know, it's that sort of the level of like going, yeah, of course it's got complicated because nothing in life is easy. Yeah. The Fry Queen's like, yeah, go on.
You've brought us here. Who is this prisoner that you wish us to contain?
Oh, well, technically, there's two. One who, well, they're not prisoners so much. They have tried to claim diplomatic immunity. So we are. It is a. Well, her name's Paravildi. She was a acolyte of Broken Glass, and she did sort of turn on the party, on her masters, as you will. But so she's now also claiming diplomatic immunity with what? Well, I don't know if we need to give her another name, but the Kenku that is Broken Glass, the one that no longer is possessed by whatever was possessing her. We probably should go make looks as like a bit of timber just falls off the building. Like, yeesh.
Do we want to go in there or not?
It's probably a good idea.
It appears your organization has a lot more problems than you intimated before.
Sort of looks and goes.
This is said looking at the Furbolg. Who is here? Who is here?
No, the Furbolg wandered off. The Furbolg wandered off to go tell Ruin everything was okay, and then Ruin just basically flipped the V's, and the Furbolg. Yeah, you've got the Fry Queen, and you've got the elf.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, in which case, Irai is just saying that to the air, to themselves.
Does Irai particularly care about people's reactions, or?
They don't care per se. It's more of a like people are free to react.
I think for all of you, like the Fry Queen looks a bit like, we're doing our best. The elf looks really kind of like insulted. I definitely, I know, like, for at least half of you, you're like, yeah, they've been going through a lot recently, and a lot of people have died. So they're doing their best.
And
but
I feel like no one really told this to the people that are completely new,
no, because then you wouldn't have signed up.
right? So
Yeah.
what Irai said was
Is not wrong.
inaccurate.
You're not wrong. It's not nice, but you're not wrong. Yes.
Right? It's not.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
No.
Doesn't need
I'll-
to be.
I'll move forward
Yeah.
into the snow, just trudging ahead. Can I
Ruin,
start to
you're,
make
You're melting the snow. Yeah, you make perception. You're,
Well,
you're,
Yeah, I was gonna say my investigation is better.
Yeah.
If I could try to investigate the cause of the fire.
how far away do you want to do that? As I said, it's about 70 feet, so you can.
I'm gonna keep like
You walk
until
walk
there's
up.
some sort of danger. Like, yeah, I'm kind of investigating for danger, investigating for the source of the fire.
Absolutely. Are you doing that? Rest of you, do you want to go with Ruin, or are you gonna still keep yelling at these multicolored fools?
Yeah, Bernard's going in.
Bernard also melting the snow with your intense heat as you're walking.
I'm probably just going to stride right in. Like, I've got resistance to fire and cold, so I'm just going to be like, hey.
That's fair. Do you also, are you making an investigation, or do you want to just walk in?
Probably not, because my investigation's shite.
Fair enough.
I will. I'm gonna just see if I can spot anything.
Cool. So
Is
Can
that
I
you're
use my
right.
passive? No, because I guess we're actively doing stuff now.
Up to you. You know.
Well, my passive is 19. Is there
okay, I'll
anything
let-
to like casually catch?
I'll do that. So investigation, passive, just walking in. Sarah.
Active perception.
Sarah, I think, is going to, off the back of the comment that clearly the Thrycreen was a little hurt about. I think Sarah is going to sort of, rather than standing and sort of defending, I think is for once going to take the high ground, morally and literally, and is going to. I'm going to fly up. You've got little kind of fluttery metal wings on the boots, and so I'm going to try and get like bird's eye view of everything around.
Amazing. Okie smoky. Okay, let's
Just
start.
one thing.
Yes.
I will actually cast Detect Magic. I don't think I can. Oh, I can ritual. Sorry, I didn't think the bard's good.
That's fair.
In that case, I've probably been doing it while they've been nattering about nothing.
Cool. How long does ritual
10
take?
minutes, ritual.
10 minutes. Cool. Yes. Okay. So let's go in order. Okay. So Ruin, you're doing an investigation on the hut.
Yeah,
do you-
I'd like to take out a skull from my pocket.
Of course.
It's a barbed devil skull that's been like laced with infernal mechanisms, and it sprouts little mechanical wings and starts to fly. This is my homunculus.
Nice.
It has like little hands that like appear at the bottom of the skull and little legs that dangle down.
That is
Like
cursed,
Modoc.
but also possibly very cute. I wonder.
Bit of both.
Art?
I'm gonna get that to help me with my investigation for
By all means.
advantage.
Yep, I'll give you advantage on that. Have you given your name to homunculus or names for make you too attached?
I think the homunculus is called Max.
Max the homunculus. Ricky, well done. Okay, yes. You and Max begin your investigation of the room. Do you want to roll with advantage?
Advantage, s'il vous plaît. Can't read that one as well.
Oh, we got a dice cup.
I rolled a 6 on both dice, which is a 16.
Still absolutely beautiful. I think I can link that in. So you start looking around, and Max flips over and is like looks at things. I'm also linking this into Bernard, who is like, not even the door's not fully on, but the door's been sort of flung open by Bernard, like eyes full with like the detect magic.
I will kick it in if that's an option. If I don't think it'll just bring the hut on top of myself.
Yeah. Do you just roll an unarmed attack?
Boom. I think I will. Oh, it's not great. Well, it's an 18.
You kick the door. I'm going to say just roll damage if you got just for the fun of it.
Do I want to sneak it? Nah.
Go on, sneak attack the door. I mean, you've got an ally with it now.
To be fair, it does not perceive you coming.
It's very true. Yeah.
I mean, does it not? Are we sure it's not a mimic? No.
Always worth checking.
No, we are not sure, but that will be 15 points of damage because it's an unarmed strike.
Ruin, you're there sort of like preparing. You're like, again, I'm thinking that we're getting like the slight sort of like Moriarty style, like, yes, this is good. Suddenly a door goes flying past and Max is like, yes.
Ready or not, fucknuts?
Just me. It's just me in a burning.
Yeah,
it's just me in a burning shed looking at you.
Actually, that weirdly does affect some stuff. Okay, so it's a small-ish hut. It's hard to sort of like.
Did I go through the hole in the wall?
Yes.
What? Okay, cool.
That it does in fact reveal that this does look like someone has just like tried to sort of cover their tracks a bit. It's sort of like something you can sort of see that there's the remains of a couple of chairs, manacles on them. One probably medium humanoid, one for a small humanoid. That chair's been smashed, the manacles twisted, broken. Another chair flung against the wall. They're all scorched. Cups. There is a rabbit dying in the corner. There are various paintings on the wall, and actually, there's like a really nice rug in the center that like ties the room together.
What's
Also,
the painting of?
Oh, the painting. The painting is of a summer glade, sort of like it's very much sort of like there's a maypole sort of dancing, various fey-like creatures dancing. It seems a bit kitsch, but you know, it's the sort of thing where people like go, this is art, and this is probably being sold for like a couple of silver in like a major city. But you know, it's a bit burnt.
We'll go towards the poor rabbit dying in the corner.
Oh, you want to focus on that? Okay, interesting. I mean, I described a lovely painting, but okay.
Yes.
So.
And cast Speak with Animals, unless anyone else can do it.
Speak with animals. I'm on fire.
It's not a rabbit. It's more like a harrigan. It's
sorry.
Yeah.
It's
again, sort of like they are wearing clothes.
I feel like if you'd have said it was a harrigan, I wouldn't have focused on the painting.
You just said there's a rabbit dying in the corner.
Folks, I was thinking about this game earlier, and I was like, how can I be really weird if they decide to investigate that I pass over a dying person? Yes.
I do like the idea that Ruin looks into a room, sees a dying person, and is like, that painting's interesting.
I don't want to tell you what to do with your character, but I do like the fact that you're just like, interesting.
Okay.
Excellent paintwork.
Instead of doing that, I will cautiously approach the Harangan and...
I'm going to let you do that. I'm just going to quickly jump to our man in the sky. Syrah, you've taken up... You're floating. How high are you going?
High. I think I'm going to be 30 foot in the air trying to have. I will have been trying to keep pace with Ruin, but I appreciate because I'm going diagonally, I'll probably be a bit behind. But once I'm kind of in the air, I would like to ping my divine sense.
Ooh.
Which detects any celestial fiend and undead within 60 feet. That is not behind total cover.
Interesting. Yes. You ping. I mean, hey, folks, don't want to blow up your spots. Any of you celestial undead or fiend? I mean, you're getting feelings from Ruin of like, I think because there's infernal iron in that build-up, so I think there's a slight glow from that. I'd also say
it's like a proper little like kind of radar, like boop, 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 boop. Just like little celestial light goes over everything.
I also think you are sort of slightly getting pings from probably all of your allies of there's some kind of, I know planar is a separate thing, but there's that sort of like, is this god based? Is that there's sort of like there's a slight shimmer to them. Celestial undead, no, there's no undead, there's no fiends, there's no celestial within 60 feet of you. No.
Cool. And then we'll just look with my eyes.
Cool.
To see if there's anything further around that we've not been able to see.
Completely. Make a perception check with, flat actually.
Sure.
Yeah.
Opa, 15.
Yes, you can kind of like see down. You see your companions being like, "Oh, it's an actual person." But you're looking, and you can see. Yes, it's sort of like it's all a bit churned up. But like, if you're thinking like you're coming from let's say you're coming from the south, straight ahead of you is north. To the east, there are like drag marks. There's a mixture of like footprints, drag marks. It looks like something was pulled out, taken about 60 feet, and then the footprints stop. But also, there seems to be... What did you get?
15.
15. Just make a flat... make it like an intelligence roll.
Sure. I mean, she's not that bright. No, that's a 6.
From your experience, whatever was in there got taken, probably went that way and then just vanished. Yeah. Yes, I'm also going to. So, as you circle, Bernard. Yes, there's various. There's also, folks, this is always the problem when you get detect magic, because you're having to like, what are the schools of magic? I'm going to say some things, and for those of you who've got more experience with this stuff, feel free to sort of like work it out. Clearly there's been fire magic, Evocation. So there's a strong sense of evocation. There is... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, yes. There's a lot of evocation. There does sort of. I'm going to say that's like the strongest one. It seems like whatever.
Wizard did it. A wizard did it.
A wizard did do it.
That was a
wizard. You can also similarly to Syrah. There's like the feel of like the Gatecrasher power. You're obviously getting it from your 2 Gatecrashers. There's also like from the chair that wasn't manacled and got like kicked over. There's the strong sense of like interplanar travel.
Forget that one. Is it?
Yeah.
Transmutation.
Transmutation. The Harrigan
conjuration.
Conjuration.
This is why it's great. Where it's like this is like there's a proper name for it. I'm like travel magic. Yes. The Harrigan, yes, does seem to have, conjuration magic that sort of like also seems to have travelled planes to be here. Yeah, I think that's like strong feeling of that kind of magic. Yeah. How far does your detect magic go?
Oh, good question. I want to say it's 30 foot, but I wasn't on that tab.
That's all right.
Yeah, 30 foot.
I'd say that's what you're sensing currently in the burnt out hut.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. But if you're
Do
keeping
I get
that
the sense that if I dispelled it, I could stop the fire?
It's magic fire. Yes, yeah. If you think it's a mixture. It's that sort of weird thing between it's like yes, it's magic fire, but also things are very much on fire. The natural sense of it. You also wonder if you just got like a lot of the snow and like dumped it on, it probably would smother it. Again, sort of like I'll flick back to Ruin. It's like yeah, this looks like this is sort of caught fire violently and sort of burnt out. It's definitely within the last hour, probably, knowing what you've seen. But yes, our currently dying associate has been burnt, but it isn't completely charred. It's possible that he stumbled into there. Yeah, but there's that. The painting remains beautiful. Fortunately, the flames did not consume such a beautiful scene, and I'm really glad.
I will turn my attention to the Herringon.
Amazing. Irai, were you starting the conversation? Cool. There is a Herringon. He is dressed in a lot of his clothes are burnt. They seem to be kind of almost like leaf-like, and he has. Again, I'm not going to get too graphic with it, but whatever sort of... It looks like he might have had antlers on his head, but they appear to have been snapped off. There's just a lot of blood down his front, and he's kind of... I think for those of you who were in the room when the door got kicked off the hinges, he kind of weakly looked up and then just sort of slumped back down again.
Is he wakeable, or is it kind of a...
I mean, sort of, he's conscious. I mean, the breathing's shallow, but...
What's happened here?
I failed my duty. I'm sorry. Again, sort of looks up, bloodshot eyes. You the Gatecrashers?
No, we're the Party Crashers.
Are the other Gatecrashers now with us?
Yeah.
In the set?
Yeah.
Do you recognize this?
We're the Party Crashers. A robot girl lands through the wall.
Through the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yes. You turn. Yes, you're asking. The elf Gatecrasher's like yes. I think we had communications with his. Again, gets a look of lemon. His god. And I believe that she was the captor and was transferring the diplomatic immunity. Well, can't call them prisoners, can we? And he was like, they invoke the laws of hospitality. Yes. I vaguely know. This is...
I will go forward and cure wounds this Faerun.
Absolutely. Please cast cure wounds.
I mean, they would have done it before if they had realized that this person was some sort of ally. 10.
You watch. Again, what does your cure wounds look like?
It's kind of. So I will go up to this Faerun and reach out as if to say, "Can I touch you?" And
few weakly nods. Yeah.
The tattoos that are the abstract tattoos on his arm will glow, and then they will tap pressure points on top of this Faerun and basically just confer what almost as if realigning this person internally, and that's what it looks like. It's just this conferring this glow to those pressure points.
You do that, and obviously, Bernard, you can sense the magic from the healing spell. There's also, for those of you who can smell, like the smell of like crisp autumn leaves. That's sort of like a nice October day comes. This peregrine that was dying is dying no more. Hooray!
Fantastic.
It's an October miracle. Yes, he's able to get to his feet and was like, thank you for that, Gatecrasher. Sorry, Party Crasher. Yes, my name's Twist. I'm here from the Autumn Forest. I was as the kind of pauses. Well, I guess I'm like the champion of the forest now. Now the previous champion came back, got involved with you Gatecrashers, and then died, and then died again, and came back. And well, yes, no, I was doing. I'm babbling. Sorry. Yes, I was guarding these diplomatic immunity. It's like we're going to have to come up with a better term than that. Associates, whatever. The Freikrien's also like, you need to show a little bit of respect. They are honoured guests. Anyway, yes, I was transferring them so that your people could deal with them appropriately. Broken Glass was excited to go back to see her friends, but was also worried that they wouldn't be too happy. And then the other Gatecrasher came and sort of then started having a drink, which I'm not sure no, I'm not here to judge, but and then we got attacked by well, I'm not completely. I didn't see it. I think it was invisible, but the next thing I know, everything's on fire, and someone's put a knife in my stomach, and I hit my head, and then when I woke up, everything was on fire, and I thought, oh no, this is it for me. But then it all seems to have calmed down, and now you're here.
Do you still have the knife?
He is going to... I also think it's very interesting when we talk about healing in this game, where it's like the wound's closed up, and it's like, as the wound closed up, I'm just going to make a quick intelligence check, but 16. He has not pulled the knife out. He can't.
What?
Well, you're not supposed to pull the knife out when you've got a knife wound. That's just the knife. The knife is here. It's still in his chest, and he's looking.
It's like when you've got a new piercing and you don't twiddle it around.
Exactly.
So it's slowly healing over the knife.
I imagine I would have taken it if it was still sticking in there. I would have taken it out on the healing.
I think it's very funny that you did like checking the points, and then you just pull a knife out, and he's like, "I'm going." Oh wait, no, I'm better. Yes. In answer to the question, is the knife still here? Yes. Ira is just holding a knife in their hand.
Does it look particularly notable?
Yes. It looks like a butcher's knife. Like long pointed. Yeah, it's not a dagger, it's like a kitchen knife, like a long pointed, probably used for chopping meat.
Someone trying to cook this rabbit?
That's not an unfair.
Assessment too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone about to turn up with a bunch of like broccoli and carrots.
Yeah. We interrupted their cooking.
Can
After
I?
all, this whole place was on fire. Is on fire?
No, it's burning out. Yes, Ruin.
Can I check for tracks? Like, can I make an investigation to see if there was any? Supposedly, this thing was invisible. Can I see if there was literal footsteps to have a look at where this person's gone? Like,
absolutely. And I don't want.
I will say at this point, if sort of someone invisible was sort of mentioned after the knife has been sorted, Cyril will say, there were tracks leading out to the east. It looked like someone was dragged. They stopped about 60 feet away.
You can make that investigation. You can make it advantage. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was looking for, was the tracks.
Yeah. You know that's that.
I'll make an investigation check
Yeah.
if you're telling me to.
Yes, because I don't want above table. I also went, there's something else going on here. But
I did not roll high
That's-
enough. But
A 24.
you go.
absolutely. You once again we go into like ruined mind palace. It's like and we get to see like the sketchy figures of like going humanoid attack, burning. Yes, you're able to
Burning
burning
fire.
fire. Like sketchy fire appears. Dragged off.
Still a human.
Human. Three missing humanoids, one stabbed fey creature.
One small humanoid.
She's just a little guy. Ruin, you're able to definitely look at the tracks that look like something got dragged. It also, you can sort of see tracks round the side, like not in the divots of someone being dragged, but something else there. And once again, the tracks do stop about 30 feet away.
Does it look like somebody's teleported?
That is
Like, is there like a movement in the snow that would suggest that they've
no,
so they've probably flown?
or
Down.
Died.
There's
Evaporated?
a portal.
no.
No.
I'll even make it a bit clearer as you're watching as the snow starts moving back. They were just standing there. They were just standing there watching, and now it's coming back. And
I'll
gonna
firebolt it.
please do. With
Fox, it's
In
tucked
fact,
in.
no, fuck that. I'll lightning bolt it.
here we go. I think for the rest of the party, you watch as Ruin, like, again, you can't see much through, like, the mask, but it's standing there, and then suddenly, hand up, cast from a gauntlet, right, or?
This is actually my staff, which will retract out, and then I'll just... Oh, I can actually cast lightning bolt, but I'll do it from the staff.
You cast from the light, you cast lightning bolt from your staff. Let's see how this goes.
Right. It's 10d6, apparently.
Holy moly.
It was a commoner.
Just a guy, just
Just a little guy.
Right, I think I'm gonna have to do this digitally because I don't. Oh, fuck it. Just roll twice. 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's 10 of these. So that is currently 12, 13. Oh wait, they need to make a dex save as well.
Is it just Dex? Because you can't see this creature. You vaguely know it is, but yeah.
I can see the foot tracks. They need to make the dex save, not me. That's why I didn't go for firebolt because it's a disadvantage.
It's 10.
They need to make. Oh well, they fail.
Yeah. I think as you just blast this thing straight down.
Why would fireball be? Oh, cantrip.
13. Firebolt, yeah, would have been an attack to hit, so it'd have been disadvantage.
I thought you were fireballing, and I was thinking, doesn't that just take out everything?
Just burnt down most of the building.
Yeah.
That's 30 points of lightning damage.
Amazing. Okay.
Amazing, great.
I suppose Ruin didn't mention out loud that
No.
they weren't saying anything about an invisible creature. No one said anything about invisibility.
Nope. Ruin just pivoted on her heels and fired some lightning out.
I mean, and then she goes outside. You see her like looking down, then looking up, and then she just like the lightning
What have
just
you seen?
strikes out.
As you watch, as suddenly you zap, and you just see a how big are you? Okay, like again,
Constantine gets hit by a ball of lightning.
I decided to be invisible, so it was easier. Oh my god, I'm being murdered. Yes, this sort of like flash of it's like a flash of red, you know, like something is wearing possibly like red clover. It's just enough to sort of flicker in and out. But you also hear it going, "Arr!" A bit like a pirate. It's not a pirate. This isn't the pirate adventure. Yes, it's like I'd say it's about medium. again, another medium humanoid. There's also, as it's getting closer, there is just a very bad smell from it.
It's still getting closer?
It's still running, yeah. Weird. I think, folks, this is the great time to say, let's roll initiative.
Oh no. Ooh, do I roll my chunk? My chunk?
Roll the chunk.
Always
Roll the
roll the
chunk.
chunk.
Yeah.
Roll that chunk.
Give the audience
one
no
else is good.
context.
It's a
No,
good-
I
it's a
have to
great
give them
dice.
context because it's so beautiful.
It is
It's such
beautiful.
a beautiful dice. It's very spacey.
I'm up
Okay,
in
so-
space.
Roll the 20.
Nice.
Boys.
So we let's
And you're a monk, so you'll have like a ridiculous initiative.
It's a 24. It's not that. It's not ridiculous.
That's not as bad as. Yeah.
so you got 24 then. Okay, so yeah, this is where we do 20, 25. They're 24. 15 to 19. What have you got?
I got the 15.
Beautiful. 10 to 14.
14.
14.
13. And I'm very
13.
annoyed because I do have an amazing bonus to initiative, but I rolled a 3.
What's your bonus?
Plus 10.
Just taking off the 30 points of damage. Yes. So, top of the round, Irai. You've just watched. You've just watched your compatriot fire some lightning and supposedly cook a stinky creature.
Yes, this this is the problem. I can't see the creature.
Nope.
You can see its
However,
foot tracks though.
You can.
however, I just need to get a bit closer. Blah, 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 blah. As soon as I will get to within 10 foot of it, and I will use my ranged attack,
Cool.
which will be essentially Erai running closer and doing much like they did before with the scorpions, throwing that sunbolt. And that is that. It's a 14.
14 to hit,
Yeah.
or that doesn't hit. No.
Yeah.
But
I'm
you know where it's
going-
not.
I know. Well, I know what it is because I have blind sense. So if it's within 10 feet, like
so
blind
okay.
fighting. So
So I'm also going to say, in blind sense, you're looking at a.
well, no, I can't see it.
Oh, but you
I
know
just
where
know where
it
it
is.
is.
Then
Like,
you see nothing.
Nothing, but I can sense that it is there.
Yes.
I am going to spend a key point or two to make that 14 a 18, so 2 key points.
That you make it an 18, and yes, you hit.
Okay. Right. And it doesn't even do that much damage. Just like, what's the point of that? But yes. Just want to light it up a little. So that's a 7. 7 damage.
7 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Does it light it up, or is it just enough to sort of like see a flash?
No. So it's just attacks, right? But just double checking. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I can still make an extra attack. So
Sure.
now that I have done that, I am going to follow that up with a swift kick.
Okay. Again, is this about
Swift kick sounds like an anime attack.
Swift kick. They
No,
scream-
it's not. I'm not. I can't. I wouldn't be doing any of it at a disadvantage because of.
Blind
I
sense.
know where
Yeah.
the. Yeah. I'm rolling not optimally at all. So that's an 18.
18 does beat, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We've established that the digital dice hate me, and the physical dice are happier. But that is 5 damage.
5 kicky damage. Yeah.
5 kick
5
damage.
swift kick damage.
Yeah. Can I get any kind of sense of this creature with my foot connecting to it?
Absolutely. Stinky. Not a nice foot. Are you wearing shoes?
I'm wearing foot wraps.
Cool. You might want to wash your feet after this. Just.
I mean, we're standing on like snow and ice.
True.
Yeah.
You might, as long as you assume that the ice is fine. Yeah, no, sort of like it's weirdly sort of
Squishy?
squish. No, it's not. It's not like gunky. It's like it is humanoid, but also sort of like it seems to be quite skinny, like skin and almost skeletal. Like wearing. It's not undead. Just to cut off.
Okay.
It's not nice. It's not a nice guy.
Bones aren't squishy unless they are, and then that's very wrong. Does it have skin or does it not?
Yeah. Do you want to look at your feet?
Okay. Yes.
Do you know what tallow is?
Yeah. It's fat. It's like the fat that they use to make candles sometimes. Yeah.
Candly. It's waxy. Yeah.
Didn't
You
love
asked.
that.
You wanted to do an investigation on your little toesies, and now you've been kicking a candle man.
Okay.
An
it's
invisible candle man.
It's both waxy and skeletal
Yeah.
and stinky.
And
But
stinky.
does it like animal fat stinky?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And actually, sort of, you can also sort of feel that it's getting a bit like cloying in your throat, standing near it. It's like.
Oh, I'm having an allergic reaction to this creature. Okay. Well,
You know, in some games we roll to see if you're allergic to peanuts, and this it's just like
In this one,
you
you
kick
know.
the candle man. Yeah.
right. Okay. Well, in which case, I'm just going to continue to move around it.
Round it.
Yeah.
Are you keeping within what you think is 5 feet of it?
Well, I'm keeping it within my ability to sense it. So yes.
Yeah. So you haven't moved out of its range. So
No.
Still. Cool. But you are within 10 feet of it. Cool.
Yes.
Amazing. Is that your bonus action? That's your.
I used my bonus action to be able to throw my sunbolt.
Amazing. Okay. Let's have a look.
Oh wait, no, that's not a bonus action. Huh.
Oh, you got your
Sorry.
bonus then.
Like a lot of my things require. A lot of my things require a bonus action. That, however, is not one of them. Okay, well, I can bonus action flurry of blows, I guess.
Sure.
I don't. Do I get the sense that this is doing anything?
I mean, you kicked him in his tallow sack.
That's an awful thing to say. I don't know.
Awful guy. I hope you don't have a conversation with him. He's terrible. Oh, don't you boo me!
Swift kick.
Right. Perhaps instead I will use my bonus action to step away.
It's a candle man, so given the John Wick special.
Oh no.
Okay, that's a good boo.
A good boo.
Good boo versus yeah, I'm gonna disengage.
Imagine if his name is John Wick.
I'm going to disengage, but yeah, I'm not actually moving that
Yeah.
far. Yeah.
But you're still staying within 10 feet.
Yes.
Amazing.
Obviously, if it moves out of the 10 feet, then I won't sense it. But yeah.
Twist is next. Twist is just getting themselves back together. They just nearly died. So actually, we go to Ruin.
Right. Is it? It was running towards me, but Ariaz kind of intercepted it.
Irai kind of kicked it in there, and you also got to see the the flash of it, hitting something. So
I would have communicated that it seems like some kind of animal fat creature.
Tallosack!
Yeah,
No.
you're like, it's an animal thing,
I'm
and it's
forgetting
like
that ever happened.
you're like
said that.
you're like, it's some kind of like animal thing, and it actually goes, very rude. And you're like, oh god. It can understand you. So Ruin.
How far is it from me?
It is, you're still in the hut. It's about 30 feet, yeah. Supposedly. You know, we're watching Earright kick it, yeah.
I'm going to move just a little bit out of its reach. Just another 10 feet. Meanwhile, very calmly, just taking out like a little puzzle box. And it's almost like a Rubik's Cube, and I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, all right. And then I'll hold it up, and I'll push the indents in and cast Dispel Magic on it.
Beautiful.
And I would like to get rid of the invisibility that's on it.
Might be better for us all.
Yeah.
Now-
It's invisible.
Is it possible to dispel magic? Just as a quick question.
Yeah.
You can counterspell a Dispel
Yeah.
Magic.
You can counterspell, you can't dispel.
Can't dispel.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah.
okay.
Sorry.
You can just cast it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. What level are you casting?
So I'm going to cast it at 3rd level. So if it's 4th level or higher, I will have to make an ability check.
No, where you counterspell
no
and the
ability
counterspell.
Above table, this thing doesn't have counterspell. It has dispel magic, but it doesn't have counterspell. So, I think you're just like, enough of this. What does your dispel magic look like?
It's literally like a pulse from the box, because it's like one of my artificer spells. So it's like a pulse from the box, and the negative energy just sort of like goes out into 120 feet sphere around me, and then it sucks back in the invisibility spell and almost like pulls it out of their body as they become visible.
Yes, just is it an area of effect thing, or are you just, because I was like, are you dispelling other people's magic, or is it just very
It's
focused?
one so you can choose. Dispel Magic says choose one creature, object, or magical effect, and I'm choosing invisibility at the moment.
As it's sort of like you watch as like other things start dispelling, and then you're like, no, not that one, and then you watch. Yes, the magic, this invisibility drops on this creature. It is troll-like, sort of again, sort of very waxy skin. Is dressed in red. Is wearing like a little red. For those of you who've ever seen a red cap, be like, oh yeah, it's like these guys. No, it's sort of a. And also for the players, it's like a twisted Santa, really. It's a humanoid, but it is also like, in one hand, it was holding a candle that you watch just as your magic puffs out, and it's like, not fair at all. Points a wizened finger at you, mean.
Wait,
yeah.
so I kicked the candle? Or I kicked the creature?
You kicked basically, if you look into its side, it has like a sack which is full of like unhardened wax that you kicked it and it bruised, and that's now dripping. Tallow is just dripping down its dirty trousers, and it is stinky.
I'll put the box away, shrug, and say, this is your chance to give up. And as I do so, I'll like clang my gauntlets together and gain, as a bonus action, 9 temporary hit points.
Are you doing the Henry Cavill fist reload?
Yeah. But like a fiery shimmer occurs out, and you can hear the screams of souls.
Interesting.
I didn't use a soul coin.
No.
I used the armor.
No, I'm also.
I could have used a soul coin, and I will at some point.
One day, and there will be repercussions for your actions. But today is not the day.
The repercussions being the soul
Power.
slowly dying.
It's fine. It's fine.
Shouldn't have been in a soul coin, you know.
Also, sort of like you cast. It's weird because this guy's candlewick sees the fire and slightly pulls back a little bit. It seems weirdly self-loathing, but like doesn't like fire possibly. So
A troll doesn't like fire, you say? Never.
you're just like. I mean. I would go, but I want to burn you all, so... Sorry.
Die then.
Fair enough.
She just looks at it and says, die then.
The troll's like, it's a living. Yeah.
With the candle, it's a living.
As like wax now drips on the floor, yeah.
I love this troll. I, Niall, love this troll. I really want to kill you. It's a living.
I can't help but be me, you know.
I'm just a humble troll killing things. I stabbed a rabbit earlier.
Yeah. Twist is like, fuck you. And the troll's like, I was going to turn you into stew. And the troll's like, mean.
I was invisible.
You couldn't see me.
Was he John Cena?
Surprise! I don't know how we got him, but actually John Cena's willing.
Wick.
Yeah, John Wick, John Cena. Anyway, Ruin, is that's your action? I assume to dispel that magic.
Cena? I barely know her.
Even me, the troll, thinks that's funny.
No, my bonus action will be to give myself the temporary hit points.
Nice.
I've cast Dispel Magic, and I'm readying to kill this thing.
So rude. Brilliant. Next
Just
up.
said it wanted to kill us.
I just want to burn you. That's not a sin, is it? It's not in my
Technically,
religion.
no, it's not.
We're making
Exactly.
moral judgments about like what isn't a sin.
We could discuss that after I burn you all to death. How's that sound? Turns to camera. Talking is a free action, so.
Do you have speak with dead?
Every Friday between 7 and 8 p.m. Talking is a reaction.
Sarah, I believe it's your turn now.
So, just to clarify, you intend everyone here harm, and you have no intention of telling us why you burnt this place down?
Yes, I like to burn things. I burnt things because my mum told me to, and because we were getting paid.
By whom?
The statue.
The statue of?
I'm just looking at this. Am I playing its intent? How do you have a 12 to your intelligence? You're trying, has stopped running. Like, you're right. You're like, the guy, the magic guy, walking statue guy.
Well, does that ring any bells to me at all?
Make a history check, I guess. I don't know why I keep making Sarah roll history. She doesn't.
Not good at it. A 13.
Keep asking.
Yeah, no, keep it. Yeah.
Is he referring to Gatecrasher that was a robot?
I will let that.
I'll go back to the
Yeah.
Right.
wanted sign and remember
Yeah,
the big
okay.
metallic one and be like,
Sure.
was the statue made out of metal?
Yeah. Harder to burn.
Everything burns eventually.
I know, it's great, isn't it?
You're about to find out firsthand.
No! Oh, I walked into it. Oh. Yes, Syrah, it does sound like it's the Gatecrasher that's become known as Gatey, who, of course, for Bernard was part of Gatey's adventuring group before Gatey was corrupted by what was known as the yellow bullshit, but was an effect of the of whatever broken glass or was working with. It came back, folks. It's a callback. Also, just Twist is also like, yeah. I mean, there was a legend of one of our heroes who was going to be killed by a statue, and then it turned out it was that statue. So I actually fought that sort of onion-looking creature. Yeah, that's it. And there's like, yeah, onions, good for stew. And points to Twist, and Twist is like, oh, why does everyone want to eat me? Yes.
Statue is derogatory for a complex construct. I will kill you now.
Again, you realise that this creature looks at you and was like, oh, you're a statue too. Are you related?
Sarah has stopped responding to this person.
It's not even microaggressions, it's full on just
I'm going to quicken spell. I'm going to quicken spell haste.
Please do.
And on both, and I'm also going. Can I meta magic as long as I keep churning out the sorcery points? Can I use 2 meta magics on a spell?
Sure.
I think they specify if they can be used with other magics.
They specify if they can, or they specify if they cannot.
Both.
They can,
I think it's usually if it can't. I think like you can usually bonus action, quicken spell, and then transmute.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
There's only a few that can't be
doubled. Okay, in that case, I'm going to both quicken and twin haste.
Beautiful.
Hit both myself and Ruin.
Oh,
beautiful. Nice.
And I will figure out how many sorcery points I need to deduct for that later.
Do you want to describe what your spells looks like, or just?
Yeah. So for haste in particular, I think I think because of the conversation, again, the purple celestial eyes, like Nova eyes, have turned red, and Sarah uses the long banneret polearm that they're carrying to spin it around, kind of magical girl style, and a sort of a clockworky glyph, like golden shimmering glyph, appears in the air, but because it's quickened, it's just a super fast like onto both Ruin and I, and is immediately going to just plow straight forwards. And it's that kind of like technically she's dashing because now has double movement, but for flavor, is just like floating just off the ground, just kind of Superman flying.
Naruto.
Yeah, exactly. Glaive first, straight into this thing. And yeah, I'm gonna attack, please.
And we're gonna attack.
I want to attack, please.
It's
and
still
attack
looking
twice.
at you. It's looking at you gormlessly, and it's like having been like, oh, the statue's coming for me.
So that is a it's running. Okay, first attack is the 19, 29, 31 to hit. And the second attack is a 19 to hit.
I think those both hit.
Smashing.
Glaive this guy.
I'm gonna glaive this guy. And it's just like full on like banner straight into his face. Now, here is the other question, Tom. Can I also smite?
I think
Anytime
so,
you
yeah.
would make an attack,
Yeah.
you hit, you can declare a smite as long as you got spell
Right.
slots.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is two attacks.
Well, Trolly McTroll.
Oh no! Repercussions for me.
Okay, so this is two attacks. This is 2d10 plus 18. plus, let's go in for Paladin Maths. Paladin Maths. Where are my maths? Show me my maths.
Bring me my maths.
I feel like that second bit of the song was the bridge.
Paladin Maths. Oh, right, no, I found it. Okay.
Cool.
Oh, you know what else I found? Actually, I cannot quicken and twin, so I will just twin.
Just twin. Okay, so
I only got one attack. So Ruin is
fine.
still hasted.
Yes.
I only get one attack now because I've
Cool.
used my action. I got an extra attack.
They both hit, so yes.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm smiting. So. So that's just plus 9, not plus 18. So that's my D10, and then I'm gonna smite at 3rd level. So that's gonna be 4 D8. Okay, so we're at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then hoopa, 6, 7, 8. So 18 plus 9. So that's 27, please.
Ooh.
5 of that is regular piercing. The rest is radiant. Unless they are undead.
They are not undead. They're
Okay.
just gross.
Okay, fair.
So
They're
yes.
just gross.
Your radiant, is that does that have a similar feel to like the clockwork stuff, or is it? What does your radiance look like? Who's your god?
Yeah. That's a
Primus.
very good question. That is a very good question.
I mean, we've had a paladin of the keysmiths, so belief in gatecrashers aren't a terrible power, but who knows where you got your powers from?
I don't think paladins
Nanny.
have to have gods.
No, you can have like Oath of like the Crown or something, so yeah. Where'd you get your power from? Who do you love?
Pure
Nanny.
confidence.
Just Nanny.
It's Nanny. Nanny gave me
biscuits?
my power. I think it is, as the glaive strikes forwards, more of that sort of almost like glowing circuit board glyphs kind of appear around it and channel through into the attack.
As you just glaive straight in, it's like, ouches! Oh, you're very, very rude. I'm going to tell. As you're sort of looking down at you. So it's about like, it's about 6 foot, something looking down at you, go, I'm going to tell my mummy on you.
I think you'll find that I have been programmed with every
Zero
known
fucks.
with 0 fucks, and also the cultural norms of every species known to the Gatecrashers. So I will be the one who is the arbiter of what is rude and what is not.
What? Just this thing just like looks at you, drips some tallow on you. Yes, you as arbiter of morals, and yes, I also like how Nat's expression hasn't changed. It's looking like very rude. I will decide what's rude. Okay, so you've done your smite. You've done your. Is that because you cast the spell?
Action and hasted. So second action. I technically have a bonus action. Oh, I've come in with I've come in with attack, so I can do my polearm master. Actually, I'll just very quickly do a little extra. So that's a 23 to hit with a little extra. Pole. I think as it's like, oh, it's very rude. As Sarah says that I am the arbiter of what is rude or not. We'll just kind of spin the staff. So the butt of the staff comes and like whacks this creature in the head, to the tune of 5 bludgeoning damage.
5 bludgeoning as you just. Ow! That's left a mark in its waxy. Yeah, I think now you're up close and Sarah can actually see it. Yeah, it's like it's put candle wax over its skeletal. It's probably not a skeleton. It's just very bony and thin. But yeah, it's sort of like it's dripping. Look, it's not nice. This thing isn't nice. I don't know if I've made that clear, but yeah, now you've given it a good old smackaroo. Yeah, so that's action, bonus action. So
Just to remind Ruin that you've got a +2 to AC.
Yeah, I've added it. So my AC is currently 23.
oh, come on.
I shouldn't have moved back. I should have literally been like,
What you gonna do?
tonk tonk tonk.
Tonky tonky tonk. Yes. So this creature had rolled a 13, but Bernard, you have a higher dex probably.
+3, yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to this creature. Yeah, +2.
Gotta get them rogue levels in.
Please, Rockstar, take it away.
Cool. So at the moment, Irirai and Syrah are both kind of next to the thing, but Ruin's moved back a notch.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm close to it.
Close.
Though Irirai will be like to the side and slightly behind. Not.
But for sneak attack purposes, you've disengaged slightly, right?
Yeah, I did.
But Syrah is right there.
I'm a swashbuckler anyway, so I laugh in the face of
Whatever this
that.
is.
Screw your sneak attack rules.
Yeah.
Basically, Bernard's just trying to gauge where it's best to kind of run in, but is literally just going to run, leap, like rapier in hand, but the hilt coming towards the face. Make room for Barney!
This is how rapiers work. Yeah. Please go ahead.
I'm raging en route.
No, Nat, your peepers, no. For podcast listeners, Nat is currently being tortured by everything that Sean does. Our literal blade master just slowly died inside. Anyway, yes, please, barbarian, go to it.
And I'm going to be reckless about them.
Please do.
So I have advantage. So close to being a natural 20. But that's a 25.
That does hit.
25. Cool. Right. Now it is time for Barbariog.
Barbariog maths.
Because I have
Where
D8
are my
plus 1
dice?
plus 2 plus 6. Did I get one? Plus a D6 plus 2.
But actually,
What I'm going to flourish.
No, you're beating up my horrible monster.
Making sure I've got enough dice in my hand right now. Oh no. Ooh, those are some high numbers. 19, 24, 26, then the static numbers. 26, 35, 37, 39 points of various damage.
What type of damage have you done?
Most of it is your normal piercing damage from the rapier. However, only 4 of it is radiant. The rest is piercing.
And that was 39, right?
39 altogether, yes.
39. Yes, that is a mighty clonk with the pommel of your rapier. Yeah.
A serious
Cool.
bonking.
I was trying not to say bonking, but I think I'm going to have to allow. Yeah, I will pass it. That was a bit old bonk you just did.
I would be delighted to know how hitting with the pommel of the rapier does piercing damage.
Because it pierces the skin as it passes
As it goes
through.
in.
I mean,
There's
let's face
just-
it, Nat, there is no difference. Like there's like 5 creatures probably in the whole monster manual that care.
Yeah. There's also just the tiniest little pointy bit at the end. That's enough. It's just gone straight in. So you pierce with the pommel as it's. I also, seriously, above table, this thing is waxy, so I think it is enough that it goes into this thing and you're like,
You stumped it.
yeah, as you pull out, and there's just the perfect indentation of where your pommel went in.
Please tell me you've got a monogrammed pommel, so it's just like
Of
you
course,
have actually
yeah.
stamped it.
But Bernard's from a noble Biogenasi family, so yeah, definitely has a crest.
Also, it's like the sort of thing that when people want things signed at the end, you're like, there you go, pump. Great.
So the flourish that I did, I'm gonna do the. I mean, I could shove it away, but everybody seems quite happy with where it is. So I'm gonna do the defensive flourish and add. Which one was my? I need to define this better. I had 6. That seems a lot. No, I add my roll to my AC. My AC is now 25.
Yeah.
Blimey, Nora. Okay, so that's your action. Any bonus?
No, that was just my first attack.
Oh,
I have two.
Oh, well, it's lovely to be back here in the icy plains. Go ahead, Rockstar.
Tom wanted level 13 characters.
There we go. Teasing me with that natural 20, but that was 26 to hit.
That hits.
I had a feeling it would. I'm going to roll these ones this time. So that time it was not as impressive. 14, 18, 20, 23.
That's still pretty good considering you don't have a sneak attack.
I have not quite stopped.
So 23.
29.
29.
I don't get the sneak.
Okay.
Bloody hell, Harry.
Of which 8 was radiant.
Great, yeah. Are you just hitting it again in the same, like, pommel hole?
Yeah, I leap in a sock, and then I'm going to do a kind of fancy spinning round on the spot, kind of smack backwards. Technically, I flourished both times, actually.
Nope.
So, because I picked up all of the dice, I was too excited. Do I just want more AC? No, this time I'm going to shunt it.
Sure.
So yeah, I've got 25 AC now, and I'm pushing it. Beans. 13 foot back.
13.
Yeah.
And that just happens then.
Yeah, and I think as part of the mobile flourish as well, I shunt it, and then I can move up to my walking speed to keep up in its face. So I'm just like, yeah.
You shunt it, so I think it knocks it out of combat with your allies, but you are still... Bernard, you also are now got the horrible, like... It's the animal fat sort of thing, and that is also starting to sort of, like, clog in your throat a bit, and you're like, oh, yeah. Right. Any more?
No, that's action and all of that. I'm good.
Beautiful.
I did the ping.
I think I'll leave it alone now.
You could just go.
We did offer it a chance
did,
to surrender.
And then it wanted to burn things. So, yes. So now the creature's turn. It's going to start by sort of looking at you like, you're all really horrible. And well, I did say that I was going to burn you, so we'll do that. The creature just puts the candle in its mouth, pulls it out again, fully lit, and goes, woof. Yes. It's within, actually, okay, so it's with a target. I think it's aiming at, yes, it's going to aim at Syrah with this one, because you are the arbiter of niceness and politeness. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Sure. By
You
which
only
I
have
mean...
advantage because you got hasted.
Yeah.
Okay, 17.
That's fine. Fire hits you in your stomach. Take 7 points of fire damage.
Okay. Ranged attack, right? Not a melee attack, because it's...
Yeah, ranged
comfortable.
fire, yeah.
7.
7, yeah. Okay, so things that are within... Let's have a look. Yes, I think it's mostly going to be at Bernard here, because you're the one that's closest. So it's got the candle, and then it's like, you're made of fire. Fun. Its jaw unhinges as it comes down to bite you. Does a... Oh,
This isn't what I signed up for!
It's very funny because you've all increased your AC so high. Yes, does a 14 hit? It comes down about and like, my tongue's on fire. A burger tongue.
I got a blow on my tongue and the mohawk just flares up.
Yeah. Again, does the thing where it's like, yuck.
This creature just light the candle on fire by putting it inside their mouth?
Yes, Lola. Yes, it did.
Okay.
That's fey magic for you, you know?
Yo.
Makes no sense.
It's going to... Does a 26 hit you?
Boo. Yeah, it does.
Boo. Okay.
Silvery barbs.
Interesting.
Yes.
Does a... Perfect. Does a 17 hit?
No.
From the background, Ruin's just looking at this thing from her hood. Just the on the wind carried over is your death is imminent.
Oh no, the very wind's turned against me. Mummy! Mummy!
What is it
Can't help
exactly that you
now.
are? What is it exactly you are trying to do here? And who is your mother, of which you are speaking?
Oh. One moment. As a second claw comes, weirdly, it's like it's not really paying attention. Again, 14's not going to hit as the second claw misses. Well, I mean, we got paid to like cause danger. My mummy is very nice. Well, she's not nice. She's absolutely horrible. She used to throw us in the fire, but she is a powerful hag. Her
Interesting.
name. And as we go in, I'm going to finish I'm just checking if he's got anything else. He's done his bonus. He's done his action.
Is he healed at all?
Actually, weirdly enough, as we're saying this, he's like, well, my mum's great. As you watch as the pock mark slowly starts healing over, as he regains.
Is there
he
a
actually
type
does
of damage that would have stopped that healing?
Yes.
Yes.
And that is...
Probably fire.
Okay.
Here, I also give you advantage with the silvery barbs because you'll be up next.
But...
Nice.
So fire doesn't stop this one healing.
Fire would.
Would.
No, but you fire...
Yes.
Oh, lightning.
No,
You used
he lightning bolted. He changed from fire to...
Ruin
yeah.
lightning bolted.
and
And my radiant sunbolt is just radiant.
Yeah.
It's all right. I got a nice fire spell brewing.
Gonna come out of my thumb.
Yay! As he's healing, and once again, podcast listeners, Niall's going to a marvelous party. Anyway, yes. As we prepare to go into break, he's like, "Yeah, my mum's great. She is the powerful ice witch known as Grula, which won't probably mean anything to you, but any of you who've watched previous things know that this indeed is one of the Yule lads. In particular, Candle Snatcher. He's horrid and waxy.
The Yule lads.
Yeah, no.
They were a whole thing.
They were a whole thing, and I mean, their pet's not turning up because Sean doesn't like fighting cats. So, on that note, right, folks, while everyone starts looking up Icelandic folklore, we're going to go take our break. It's going to be about 10 minutes, so go make yourself a nice drink or hot drink. Don't burn your tongues. And
Or do whatever you want.
I mean, once again, I'm not your dad, apart from one of you. Please call me. I've got a package. Anyway, weird. On that note, let's go to break. Take care, y'all. We'll see you in 10 minutes.
Wait, sorry.
Hello, welcome back. I have being perfectly normal, and my cast all support and love me in all of my actions. Welcome
That's
back.
true.
Break.
One of those things is true.
Yeah, one of those things is true. Good luck
I'm
working out
not
which
sure
one.
how many of them are true.
No,
Actually.
no. So, in the first half, the party ended up on an icy plain. They did some investigation. They found a really nice painting. Also, a Fae person known as Twist, who was escorting some diplomatic prisoners, and then he was pretty much murdered, but he was brought back. And now it turns out the person who attempted to burn down the hut is a troll, whose name is Candle Snatcher, and is the son of the Ice Wish Grula. The party are currently fighting him and being very rude to him, although we established that Syrah is the arbitrator of politeness and manners, so we'll tell you when. You will know when you're being rude, and it is not now.
It is no. Well, we're not being rude.
No,
He is
he's being rude.
The time is now.
The time is now. The place is here. The cause is that guy who.
I don't know. I feel like we're just meeting his energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely.
We're fulfilling
So-
his expectations.
Yeah.
In fact, if anything, that proves that we are being polite.
This candle snatcher has determined the rules of engagement, and therefore we are engaging in
Quite so.
rather inflaming discourse.
Oh, snap, Lola. So just take a second to enjoy that. Good. Oob to you, the opposite of the boo. I think it's sad, folks, that we don't have a yay card. We just point out the bad puns, but we don't celebrate them. We just laugh. Anyway, back into combat. We just had Candle Snatcher, who basically told you all who his mum is, which I don't think means anything to any of you.
Do it.
You can do a history. Yes, I'll let anyone who wants to do a history check do a history check.
I rolled a natural 20 for a 25.
Okay.
What a
Ruin,
time to be alive.
What a time.
I rolled a 7 for an 18.
Bernard, yeah, that's 2.
I rolled a 15 for a 16.
Sure.
That is a 19 on the die, but it is only a 22.
It's very funny, folks, when you're like, hey, you probably don't know about this. And then I'm like, it turns out you all do.
We know things.
You know things. It's strange, really, that it's for us as the humans we are. It's be like if someone was like, yeah, and my dad's Robin Hood, and you were like, what? That's not a thing.
But then you look at their like weird medieval garb.
Yeah, just like they're wearing a little hat with a little feather, and you're like, oh, I guess it is. You're all from like various different planes, and but you have all sort of, for those of you who have parents who would have told you stories, you would have picked up on the folklore of the Yule lads, 13 horrible little troll men who go into people's homes in the dead of night and do horrible pranks. If he's claiming to be Candle Snatcher, he's the last of the Yule lads, the man who steals candles. I'd also say
The
for
bad lad.
but just he's a mad lad. I'd
The
also
one that got away.
yes, yeah,
Sorry.
the one.
Candleless.
His mother is the Ice Witch Grula, who is a cannibalistic witch. She has a giant cat, which is known as the Yule Cat. Folks, this is all Icelandic folklore, so if you want to look into it, it's great. The Yule Cat will, interestingly, eat you on a holiday if you're not given new clothing. For those of you who've watched Roll Together before, you've met these horrible creatures, and the entire party beat Grula through the power of love and scarves. So, for me personally, what a way to beat a villain. The adventure did end with some heroes going to go deal with this witch. Don't know where they are. Don't worry about it.
Just to clarify,
yes, boss.
the tallow,
Yes.
is that animal fat or people fat? Is it the fat that has been boiled off the bones of the people that Grula has eaten, and therefore? Okay, cool. Just checking. Checking.
Can we just circle back to the implication that what are you implying about Valka, Tom?
Valka's fine. You think Valka's fine? Valka's fine. Don't worry about Valka. Valka, yeah, this is a I was about to say multinational. This is a multinational adventure. This is a multiversal version.
Multivitamin adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, in one multiverse or one plane.
Yeah.
I will full name shame you if you have one hair on the head of my darling Granny Barbarian.
I'm just saying.
Everyone's coming back.
I'm just saying I'm just saying we've got a Christmas episode coming up in a few months. Let's have a look at how that goes. No, Valka's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is beautiful and nothing hurts. Anyway, as Nat...
Let's find where you live.
Good luck, I live in the sea.
No wonder your child can't get a bird to you.
Oh, Papa, can you come see me? No. People keep dumping rubbish in me. I'm very angry. Anyway, that has taken
you. They dump rubbish in you.
In me, inside of me. Yes. So that was a very quick explanation of this. So I think actually fair enough. All of you are like, okay, this is a fairy tale that is coming to beat me up. You know that he has 12 other brothers.
But they're all dead.
Well, possibly. Very possibly. Actually, I'll tell you what, if anyone wants to make a history check.
Another one.
Give it a go.
Yeah. So this is like, oh, this is the basic. It's like when you're like, I know there are 12 brothers. This is to see which.
Oh, I didn't do as well that time.
I got 7 for an 18.
Bernard's probably got it.
14.
I was going to say sort of 15. Ruin, you're like, there are other guys, you know. Yeah, I'm more interested in the guy with the candle, kind of being gross at the moment. Eri or Syrah?
Nah.
I
I've got a clue.
rolled very low.
Bernard, you are a entertainer and song master. I think you are remembering there is like a dirty drinking song about these guys, you know, sort of like. You know that one of the brothers' name is simply Meat Hook. He carries a knife and a hook. He carries a butcher's knife. The knife that was embedded in your associate. Possibly there is another Yule lad out there somewhere. Yes, okay, so that was what felt like a 10-minute diversion at the beginning of this.
Was the song that Bernard heard, All I Want for Christmas is a Yule Lad?
It was, and it's very saucy as you start getting into the later verses. Yes, especially Skyer Gobbler, who just drinks yogurt. As you can imagine what, yeah.
Isn't it Skir?
Skir.
I don't want a lot for Yulmus. There's just... Wait, no. I don't want a lot for Yulmus. Just someone to fulfill my needs.
That's the song. Congratulations. Ruin, that's just going through your head now. And you're like...
I don't care about the presents. Just someone do me under the tree. It's a dirty song.
It's a dirty song for a dirty bunch of stinky lads.
That
Some
will
people
then
are
eat
into
you afterwards. Yeah. And not in a fun way.
Wow. Depends if you like having a door slammed on you. There's a door slammer.
Don't kink shame people.
Yeah.
Can we punch this thing again?
Yeah, okay. We're not quite... so, Candle Snatcher is gone. At which point, from the house, there you just see pew, 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 as 3 Eldritch Blasts come. I rolled during the break. 2 of them do hit for 21 points of bludgeoning. Well, it's
Eldritch
Blast.
Yeah, hit who?
They hit Candle Snatcher as as the elven gatecrasher is like, he's like, keep it going. Is anybody hurt?
No.
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 The fry cook, the fry queen is like, if anybody is wounded, let me know. I brought my healing magic. It's like, great. I also have this gun. It's like, shoot it.
Well, they have a gun.
I brought a gun. Fires.
I can use guns.
Ruin, you're nearby. It's like it's an old timey revolver. It's like unfortunately with that it misses. It hits the snow and it's like, oh, I think healing.
You are doing wonderfully, Gatecrasher. Keep it up. I will not fail you.
Thank you, Sarah. You're doing great as well. Top of the initiative. We're back to the Lightbringer Eri.
Eri, on seeing this creature, is deducing we have a troll thing or something that requires fire.
Fire.
Is going
Blame
to...
the troll.
Yeah, pretty much. Is going to do a lovely little attack with the stuff. We're gonna roll chunk because
You've got advantage, by the way, from the silvery barbs.
Oh yes, I do. Okay, well I'll roll the chunk and something else. The chunk better roll better. We got some good dice sounds.
Get tactical.
It didn't. Neither of them roll very good, but we'll add. Can my brain add? It can. It is 21 to hit.
That does hit.
Yep. Okay. Why do I not have the right? There we go. Dice. That it is cocked. And that was 2. So 9 damage plus this dice hates me. 2 plus another 2 damage.
And is that all fire damage or
No, this is just my first attack.
Okay,
so my normal
so
attack.
11.
Right.
11. Yep.
Yep. Plus doing that again for my second attack. This time obviously without advantage. That is a 16 to hit.
16 does not hit, unfortunately.
Damn. I think you'll find that it's an 18 instead.
18 does hit.
Okay. Good to know. Yes, so it's an 18. And that is a 13 damage.
13 damage.
And then this is so all of this is Eri having taken this staff off the back, and it glows, and there's a lot of fun staff action and whacking this stuff. Not so keen to get quite as close to it as before, and then after that second strike, the rolls the staff back onto them, back or behind them, and rolls their hands to spending more key, unfortunately, to basically unleash a lovely little burning hand situation.
Cool. Are you within 10 feet of it?
Yes, I have to be much
Yeah.
closer to do
Cool. You're taking 10 points of cold damage, by the way.
cold damage. Fun.
Weirdly, it's from the smell. Trolls.
Smell like mint.
Yeah.
It burns my nostrils.
Yeah, it's cold. It's just like, weirdly, why is this fatty candle smell
Oh,
like
is
mint?
it ending my turn?
It's actually
within-
starting if you're within 10 feet, but...
Right.
Yeah.
So I wasn't.
But now you're back in. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
If you're moving in now, yeah, that's
Yeah.
as that
Because
damage.
I disengaged,
Yes.
it moved away,
Yes,
and then it moved. And
but you
then-
did your blast, and now you're moving into. Yeah, that's fine.
I moved him, but I can move back. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't. So
Oh, I also smacked it 13 foot away, so if that
Yes,
helps.
so
Yeah,
so
so
Irai's
actually-
now moving a.
yeah, I mean I've got lots of movement. That's not the
Yeah.
problem. That's only 15 damage,
15
but
damage.
it's well the burning hand, so it's a dex save.
Okay, so I'm rolling for Dex. Let's see. Okay, you lad, what you got for me? It's a 9.
That's not gonna do it.
So is that 15 points of?
Yes.
You ignite this waxy man who's like, "Ow! No, this is definite rudeness upon rudeness. Oh, mummy, mummy!
I thought that you liked flame.
I do when I do it to people, but not when you. I was going to turn you into a candle." As it, like, almost Indiana Jones style, as his fingers started melting. I was about to say he chose wrong. Different Indiana Jones, but yeah.
You chose poorly.
You burning
Just
hands.
envisioning like House of Wax style, like pulling this wax off the.
Are you imagining the remake or the Vincent Price one?
I don't know.
It's very. They're both very. Like the modern one is more kind of horrific, but the Vincent Price one is him like, "I'm wearing a mask." You look
Probably
like-
the modern one.
Yeah,
if
no,
we're being fair.
the Paris Hilton one. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the one where
What's the Vincent Price one? It's it's Vincent Price just being weird in a wax museum. You look like Joan of Arc. Anyway, you've ignited this Yule lad, who is melting. Cool. So action bonus. No, this is the one thing I didn't want to happen. Irai, any more?
No, that is all of my actions. That is my action and bonus action.
Perfect. Yes. Now from the building, an arrow. Oh, that's a 17. Does that hit? An arrow just comes whizzing and hits the Yule lad for 8 points. As Twist is now back on his feet and just like, I'm helping. And like the Fry Green's like, you sure are. Well done. The elf's like, great. Bless him. Poor Twist. He's had a time. Ruin.
Right. Did the fire seem to do like more damage to the creature?
Okay, that's interesting. That it seems to have done less damage, but it does seem to have distracted whatever stopped it. So to put it above the table, resistance, but also has cancelled out an effect.
So it's not healing anymore. It was resistant to fire damage. Right.
That's a good thing.
That
I did so
good.
much damage before.
Right. That changes things then.
As again, like the maths is whizzing around your head.
Yeah. I'm guessing that it's kind of its general. It's like it's holding a magic item by the looks of things.
Yeah.
Has it got any metal on it?
It's got a candlestick.
That's not metal.
Well, it depends what you make the candlestick out of.
You don't make a candlestick out of metal. Oh,
You
right,
do.
right. The
Yeah,
actual
yeah,
stick.
yeah.
Sorry, I was thinking like the candle stick. Do you know what I mean? Rather than the actual
Candlestick holder.
the holder. Yeah.
Yeah, he is a wee Willy Winky, and he is prepared to go with his cap and clap, you know.
Is it a metal candlestick holder?
Roll a d6. Odds or evens.
I'll take evens.
Okay.
What is it
That's
going to
a
be made out
4.
of if it's not metal?
Wood.
This is a bad idea.
What'd you get?
Wood.
4.
4. So evens. Yeah, it's made of metal.
And that's the magic item that it's
That's-
holding.
yeah.
Right. I'm going to quicken spell.
Ooh,
So as a bonus action, cast heat metal on the candlestick
beautiful.
holder.
Yeah.
So I believe it takes 2d8 when I cast the spell.
Mm.
And then I'll have to use my bonus actions to keep doing it. It will have to make a constitution saving throw or drop the object.
Cool.
If it doesn't drop the object, it will have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks for a while.
Okie dokie. So, let's do this. So, does it takes the damage?
Takes the damage straight away.
Okay,
So it takes
so
10
relative-
points of fire damage, which will be half to 5.
Half to 5, as it says. Ooh, ouchies. Now I roll con.
If it wants to continue to hold it,
It loves that candle.
then yes.
29.
Yeah, that'll hold it.
But
it
as
will
the
now-
wax around
yeah.
its hands melts. It's like,
Yeah, it will now have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks. And I can use bonus actions to keep doing that damage. Now, please, sir, could you tell me, do you use the flanking rule?
interesting. Are you planning to do a flank?
I will be with 60 foot of movement, yes.
I tell you what, let's give it a go. I think it's quite funny that it's. I'd say his focus is mostly on what's happening in front of him. So yeah, if you're gonna dart around, yeah.
So the chronal gears from Sarah's Sarah will sort of empower Ruin as she almost bursts through the snow with unnatural speed. I will get behind it and do 3 attacks with my thunder gauntlets,
Ooh.
attempting to break that spine.
Ooh.
Where are they? Okay. Ah! Flying dice. Give me a second. Okay. Right. That is a 21, a 25, and a 24 to hit. Yeah, great stuff. Wonderful. Yates all around. Cool. Okay.
I really hope that the editors take the that little scream you did and cut it in with "Staying Alive."
Staying alive.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Oh no, see now
20.
it needs to be.
Needs to
Sorry,
be-
you go
No,
on.
No,
I was just
no.
counting. I was more interested in what you were going to say.
You make
Oh,
fun
I
of
said-
my dead waxing boy. Go on.
No, see now it needs to be each of us being cut in with each of the staying alive. But yeah.
Good luck, editors.
So that
yes.
seems to be a 7. So that's 27 plus 4 is 31 points of thunder damage as I just start to pummel into his back.
You are through the wax, and you can feel the thin troll flesh underneath, whatever bulkiness he's had. You're just down there.
Oh, I didn't
And
roll at advantage. Sorry, I should have seen if any of those were crits.
See if you've got. Yeah, see if you crit.
Oh no, I crit my pants.
Oh dear. Out here in the ice.
Yeah, not a single one of them was a crit, but it's always good to check, you know.
Check your crits, folks. You. I think it's very safe to say you can all tell that this guy ain't full of the joys of spring, such as the painting.
surviving the night.
Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, and my favourite candle is currently burning me. What a turn for the books. Arr. I was flanked. Ruin, any more for any more?
I'll just step. Yeah, I'll. Oh no, because then I'll incur opportunity. I'll stay where I am.
You do also now start feeling the horrible, cold, fatty feel in your throat.
It's okay. He'll be dead soon.
Hopefully. With Ruin finished, we go over to Sarah.
Yeah, I was just thinking if there's anything else fun that I can do that isn't fireball.
Burn, Ruin, burn.
Oh, I'm a sorcerer. I'm careful.
Okay.
Be careful. But I think noting that fire is not the way forward, I think Sarah's just gonna dash forwards and just keep laying on them smites. I think. So yeah, we'll dash the 13 feet.
Yeah, you were because you had your glaive, so you were at a little bit. Yes, yeah, it's within running distance, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I barely need to step forward, just a little half poke and it's there.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's a 17 and 18 on the dice plus 12. So, to hit. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Is that okay?
I mean, meets it, beats it, and also yes.
Plus 12s to each one. Okay, so we're going for... wait, why have I written that down? That's too much. Don't be silly.
It would be rude to do this much damage. Folks, this is all about politeness, this episode.
Absolutely. Oh, damn, that's disappointing on 2d10. Okay, so out of those 2 hits, I'm going to smite at 2nd level on both of them. No? Let's see how it goes, huh? Okay, so we've done...
Hold up.
if you want to, but as your friend and not as your DM, let's just see what your actual damage is first.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's 21 points of slashing damage straight off the bat.
How do you want to do this?
Okay, fair enough. I'll just smite it out of spite.
You're welcome to. I'm just saying.
And do the second attack, even though the first
Yes.
one killed it. And then the third one.
That was the 2 attacks.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. So I think I feel like I said something flat and sassy already to this thing, and Sarah's just in like, no, it is time for you to be deleted, and just steps forward. And it's just
Delete. Delete.
Oh no! Oh dear!
That was very good, Sean.
That was very good, Sean.
It was very good.
Yeah.
She's so small compared to this guy, but the glaive just like goes through the belly button, and I think she just kind of lifts this guy up and over her head and flings him slightly, not far. I'm not like super strong, but it is just like I'll and like slam him down on the floor.
You pick him up, you slam him down. He's like and just there's just stain, just candle wax, just mark as he just disappears. Yes, that is one dead eel lad. Yeah.
Is another like we established that Meat Hook might be also around. Are they within 10 feet?
Do you start spinning around again? Sort of like I can safely say we're out of initiative for the moment. As Eareye starts spinning around. No, not within 10 feet. No.
I do like the idea that Meat Hook just watched us kill his. Could I have a look at the candle, the magical candle?
Yes.
Maybe do a little bit of identifying.
Absolutely.
I'll take 10 minutes so I don't kill a spell slot.
Sure. You can certainly plan to do that. Yes. Okay. Anyone else want to do anything for this bit?
We'll probably go over to Gatecrasher, and Twist.
So-
And this Gruella, what business do you think that she would have with broken glass and that other one that was with
you start scanning through your. I like to think that you are literally. We just hear like as you're rolling back the tape. Paravildi. Yeah.
Paravildi.
Viper Lady.
Viper Lady. Yeah.
Viper Lady. Yeah.
That was back when I was doing anagrams. Yeah. I was like,
You're taunting me.
I was. Yeah. I was like, both Nat and Sean have met. Paravildi tried to bite Karen, if I remember. Lovely lady. Wonderful. Yes. Yes, you are. She is a lady. Yes, you said yes. Well, Twist is like, so you kind of, without fully sort of RPing this from like these three sources, you get the idea that though broken glass had the power of this cursed mask removed, and it is believed the god that possessed that mask is now driven back. Although, yes, from possibly if Sarah was paying attention, there's been a whole thing about like there's another version of that god out there, which is intentionally, especially Jakarth. Jakarth has had a nasty run with that. I can now say canonically, Jakarth, who had talked to the Gatecrashers and said, yeah, there's an ancient trickster god out there who doesn't like us. Anyway, so it's kind of implied that Gatey, the robot Gatecrasher, who again took care of Bernard, hasn't had the corruption removed and is kind of like had a field promotion to being like whatever remains of this corruption is still out. Paravildi was part of a attempt to basically bring around the end of the world, a prophecy which involved the undead, a giant snake and a giant wolf. This is known as Ragnarok. That seems to have been stopped in this version, but yes, you get the implication that if Gatey has come back and has taken what was previously his boss and one of his subordinates, then it's possible that whatever was halted might be started up again.
But what does this ice hag have to do with any of that?
Oh, that's the thing, says Twist. There's a back where I'm from in the Feywild, we have like the different seasons, the different courts, and there was.
Yes, I have processed the report on the Autumn Court.
Good. In the time that you've been doing it, as it sort of you sent like a thing down there. I think I'd even say this to you, sort of like while he's mentioning winter, and you're processing his version, you pick up on something that they call Thimble Winter, which is the encroaching winter that will consume all the courts. It makes sense that if a powerful entity is trying to bring eternal winter, that an ice hag who has been driven back by some annoying grandmas possibly would want to be involved in this. That it's unfortunate oversight on the Gatecrashers to have chosen. It's this place is very good because it's isolated and out of the way. It's very easy to see anyone coming. It's much harder when the personification of winter itself has decided to send her 13 horrible boys to go deal with it. Some of those horrible boys who have previously been killed, as has now Candlesnatcher.
So what is there, 11 now?
There are 11. There are 11 horrible boys. Yes, so I think that's probably... I obviously, says Twist, I didn't really see because he was invisible, but someone stabbed me with a points at the horrible kitchen knife that's on the table. It is dripping blood, even though it has been taken out of the wound. It's just still dripping. Yes. Any other questions, Syrah?
Yes.
Yes, Ira.
Sorry, if Sarah has any more further questions, then sure I can ask.
Please go right ahead.
I'm not asking questions. Irai is going to, now that Candle Snatcher has been taken care of, Irai will look at the tracks and stalk out to the point at where Candle Snatcher was standing and just look around, because I think you'd said that someone had been dragged, perhaps?
Yep.
Well, it's their own business.
Says Bernard. Yes. Okay. Are you now standing in the point where Candlestick?
Yeah. So I'm looking to see if there is still someone here in some kind, is like resting against the ground, is also invisible, or if there are tracks that now continue on from this point.
Sure. Make me a investigation.
Okay. It's not going to be as good as my passive, but we'll see.
Can I send Max to help?
Yeah, by all means, for advantage. As Ruin is still casting Identify on the candlestick.
Advantage. Yeah, didn't do much. It's a 12, which is less than the passive.
It's kind of difficult here, right? Because you had a combat just happened in this area. There's a lot of like lightning scorches, fire marks, tallow. It's you're sort of looking around and you're like, well, it's not clear if anyone else is here. You know, sort of like, at least you're like knowing the Yule lad's tricks. It's not like you look over there and there's some more tracks and there's just a guy going, hey, I got a knife. No, it's not obvious if there's anyone else here.
I cannot sense anyone around here, so the knife suggests that Candle Snatcher perhaps was not alone initially.
That is a fair estimation, yeah.
Is there any... Oh, sorry, no, I know you should ask Bernard what Bernard's doing. I just wanted to figure out if there's any indications of portals in the area recently, other than the one we came in on.
Excellent question.
Oh, shoot.
We'll loop back to that. Bernard, anything you want to do?
No, I think Bernard's kind of just feeling a little bit like fourth wheel at this point.
Oh, Bernard.
on a tricycle. Like, you know, Ruin's got the identifying done, you know, everyone's questioning the people that have been attacked by this thing, or, you know, looking around. So I think he's just kind of you've got, I guess I'll just have a noodle. So he gets his guitar out and is just going to be playing some calming investigation music.
Very, very nice. I tell you what, for those of you who are doing investigation, add a D4 because you've got a background music.
Wait, so do I get to retroactively?
No.
Okay.
This is afraid neither on the damage done. Yes. Syrah will deal with this, and then we will loop to Ruin. You were asking about portals.
I think I probably would, rather than Syrah looking themselves, will turn to Irorai, knowing what little I know about you, that this is your specialty. Irorai, is there any evidence of portals being opened in this area recently? Perhaps ones to a winter court or a plane of ice?
I will look at Syrah and say, and nod approvingly, and I like, yes, that's the thing I should have thought of, but I did not. Close their eyes, and that kind of radiating radar type thing flows from them to the area around to try and detect the distance to a planar, a distance direction to a planar portal.
Absolutely. 30 feet that way. End of the tracks.
That's to the east?
To the east, yeah.
Yes.
End of the tracks.
Eri would start to stride that way and then pause, turn to the rest of you and say, there is a portal over there. I believe that this may have been what they used to.
Do you think you may be able to reopen it? Or open your own?
Remembering the conversation with the Furbolg. I believe that is something that one of your Gatecrashers would be best placed to do.
Gatecrasher,
Two heads look up at you.
I believe we need to head this way.
Oh,
Once Ruin has finished her investigations.
oh, yes, of course. We can. Yes. Yeah. No, I think if everyone's happy for as the bum music plays. Yes, if you're all happy, Ruin, you complete your ritual and you cast Identify on this. This is a candle. And Tom just stops there. No, basically, it never burns out. It's like an eternal source of fire. You could basically, it's like once again, it's not even like casting the light cantrip. It's like you focus, it catches fire. It can go on, it can go off for a bonus action. I would say like if you were trying to cast fire magic through it, I think it would. I'm going to say I'd give you like an extra like 2 of fire damage to if you're blasting using it as a bit like if I'm trying to think of the point. It's like a focus, like arcane focus. So if you want that, +2 fire.
Great,
magic.
thank you very much.
That's right.
Could I also identify the knife?
Yes. Do you want to spend another 10 minutes?
Yeah, we're not in a rush, are we?
Well, you do still have very wet hair, but no, okay, yeah.
I
Well,
dried
think
my
it's-
hair.
There are the non-prisoners that have been taken recently that we have somewhat already let get away.
The elf is like, I don't know why he clicks. He's catching from the Gatecrasher. Oh, Gatecrasher. He's like, yeah, no, that's it's a good point. Kind of like, what do you think? Do you want to? Sort of looks at Ruin. I mean, you could take it with you if you wanted, or we can keep moving, or we can take some time.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll cast it as we're walking as a ritual.
Cool. Can you just make me a wisdom saving throw?
Ooh. Natural 20 for a 14. 24, sorry.
40.
You got -6.
Wow, no. Wow. You're just like, I don't know how I'm standing. It's the suit. It's all the suit. Yes, you sort of, you pick up the knife. You feel like your mind filling with like, you could do it. You could stab him, spill the blood. And I think you can just like,
I think she's like, yeah, I know. And then puts the knife away.
no, don't put me away. Are you still casting Identify?
These are thoughts that are already going round
Yeah,
up there.
well, you're just like, yeah, absolutely, I could spill some blood.
I just did.
Yeah. I'm not scared of you. The knife's like, oh, neat. Yes, so that is, yes, you pick that up. Yes,
I'm just going to write down cursed knife.
Cursed knife, yeah. I just like giving you guys weird items. Folks, when the party were deciding what it was, I was like, you could have these items, or you could have the mystery box. No one's taken the mystery box yet. One day. Yes, I think...
Next character, I promise.
Yes,
I'll take the mystery box.
Yeah.
This is me
I know
promising
what you've
now.
been reading, Tom. We're going to lose an eye or a hand.
Yes, it's true. It's it could be a friendly buddy. who wants
Technically,
to-
Tom, we're collecting the mystery boxes. We go a lot.
Exactly.
Is that not the point?
Yeah, it's all about collecting funky weapons.
Do we hit the mystery box from underneath? Is it? Oh, it's a flower.
Yeah. No, it turns you into a little kitty cat, and everyone's like, yes. So the two Gatecrashers are going to be reopening the portal. I'm going to say sort of, not quite, I'll give you a turn, but if there's anything you want to... This isn't going to take long to reopen. So if there's anything you will want to prepare before this portal opens, yes, Ruin.
I want to watch exactly how they open this portal using these keys.
Absolutely.
No,
they're not...
I've got another matter.
An investigation check, perhaps?
Heartburn,
What's
he's still
that?
playing...
A wizard wanting to know how this works?
Heartburn, he's still playing your investigation.
I'm a wartificer. I'll have you know.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Please make a investigation roll. Feel free to add a d4.
Thank you. Shiny, shiny, shiny.
It's like a rock version of Hello, is it me you're looking for?
Okay.
Again, I just straight through. Yeah.
That wasn't too great, but I got a 19 regardless.
Okay, so I'd say again, as you sort of like,
You know what? I'm going to use a reaction
Hmm.
to have a flash of genius
sure.
and add a +5 to that to make it a 24.
Great.
I like suddenly realize I'm a genius.
Oh, I didn't think.
I forgot I'm a genius. Of course I know how this works.
Again, as we've been talking about you having very sort of Doctor Doom style things, it is like where you're like, Richards, oh, if he can do it, I can do it. Yeah, as you sort of like, as your eyes squint as you focus. Yes, this is a very sort of like, they've both picked up their silver keys and spinning, and you can kind of see the threads as they're sort of like very quietly muttering as the keys they are reaching out into the cosmos, and just before the portal opens you see it turn. It's not quite there because I've made the Arcana check for working a key 25, so you're very nearly there. If you could get your hands on one, maybe, and really look at it and know what the word, there's sort of, you're a genius, again. But I'd also sort of go, as you're sort of filing things away, you're like, that's taking a lot of power through what seems quite a flimsy material. It's like it's a focus again, and you've got a feeling about like going, what if you get this wrong and you basically unleashed all the power of the multiverse into one of these things? It would also be a very effective and hideous type of grenade. If you overpowered it, it would probably destroy a lot of. If you threw a malfunctioning key at someone, it would evaporate you. Folks, for those of you who want to see what happens when a key goes wrong, watch episode 1 of Fracture, where it evaporated. And as those who played Fracture being like, oh boy. Yes, so Ruin, you're not quite there, but you're a lot closer. And yeah, if you could get your hands on one of these, you'd probably, you could probably work on it, or you would blow yourself up. Options are fun. Cool. Anyone for any more? No? The portal slides open. Are you all sort of gathered around the portal to look in? Yeah? Bernard, are you still playing?
Always.
Cool.
How long were we dicking around there?
Just
10
minutes. 10 minutes,
Damn.
yeah.
Okay.
Did you want to have a short rest?
No, that's fine. It's fine. I just. Yeah.
Yeah. You're playing. You're looking in. Just not like I wanted to heal or get any of my powers back. You are looking into a particularly sort of it's a quite nice looking cottage. Not 100 miles dissimilar from what you would assume that hut back there would have looked like. Also, beautiful table, wooden chairs. I'll give you all an educated guess of how many chairs are currently around the table. Yes, as well, there are 13 small chairs and one very big one. There is a pot cooking in the corner. There are once again sort of lovely paintings on the wall, which I think, especially for Ruin, because you spent some time looking, someone has ripped the fey creatures to pieces and is feasting on their bones. It is the someone has obviously commissioned, and like, that's the nice painting, and that's the one we want to happen, as someone has consumed all the maypole users. Yeah, you are looking into someone's kitchen dining room. Yeah.
We're crashing another party then.
I think you are crashing a party, yeah. Are you
Onwards then to stop the hag?
Onwards to stop the hag. You'll step in as Bernard's playing, and you hear like movement from upstairs, and then you just hear so like, "Who's making a racket?" And you're like, "Ooh."
I will strum a power chord.
Music in my home at this time of night. Clunk, 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 clunk,
Down the volume up to 11.
Ouch! The door opens. I
Launch a chair at it.
I mean, do you want to throw a chair at?
No.
Yeah. She is.
Just be pretty funny to hit an old lady with a chair, though, wouldn't it?
No, we've talked about this. You can't keep saying that on stream.
It would though.
I'm not disagreeing. As you, like a wrestler, just like she is
I
about.
consider with a steel chair.
As John Cena is there going, my mum, no. Yes, she is about 12 foot tall, very long white hair, the pock-marked skin of someone who's basically frost exposure, walking with a stick. She's sort of, again, long robes. Also wearing a scarf, sort of tatty, moth-eaten. Yeah, just flicks it over and sort of comes in with a stick and is like, as the portal closes behind you, as the gate crashes and you're like, Twist has also come. Twist is staying back, though he's still quite badly hurt.
Why, Twist? You could have got out.
I wanted to find my friends. The little bird girl, she's very nice. Oh, the bird girl! I wanted to put her in my pot, but suddenly, that's not the plan. Anyway.
Thank you for letting us into your house. We apologise that we did not knock beforehand.
This leans in. You've got some manners, little one. Yes, you're welcome. You're very welcome to my house. Might I offer any of you a delicious taste of my stew?
No, thank you. I cannot smell it, but I'm sure it does smell wonderful. We have some comrades that may have come through this way recently. Might you happen to know where they went?
Oh, comrades walking from my house. Well, yes, very, very possibly. What do they look like, these friends of yours? She sort of sits down in her big chair, leans the stick, reaches down, just starts, knitting. What do they look like?
Something magical about her knitting?
Do you want to make some kind of investigation?
I do.
Perception? Passive?
19? Yeah, 19? I'd say passive, yes. Anyone else want to? I'll tell you what. You can roll perception. You can roll investigation, which I believe still has the D4 on it, or you can roll, interestingly enough, Arcana.
Would the Arcana still have a D4?
You're investigating the Arcana. Yeah, I'll give you the D. I'll give you the D4 for the perception as well. This might be broken, but I like it.
My Arcana and investigation are the same. The both plus 10.
Can I stick with history? Because this is obviously the folklore.
Yes, yeah.
21.
21 for, is that Arcana?
Please.
Okay, 21 Arc. Yep.
Mere 9.
9 for what? Syrah?
For Sarah. on perception.
9 pet. Yeah.
That was an 11 on the dice for a 22 in history.
22 hiss.
18 Arcana.
Okay.
But yeah.
I'll tell you what. Oh, yes. The lower being the perception. I think you can all have this because it's obvious. That isn't metal. That's bone. She is knitting with. Basically, she's made knitting needles out of what you assume to be human bones. The 20, yeah, let's say the 18, 21. She possibly is starting to cast like what I would call like a lair action. It doesn't it's not necessarily hostile, but it is that sort of thing of like it's very much and actually I can slightly link this into the history. It's like with the Baba Yaga, with her house is her lair. You all have so far been very polite. You haven't been threatening, but you're also like, this is a powerful magic user who would probably happily turn you into something or put you in the stew. History, I would also give Bernard because once again of like folklore and music, the information that I mentioned, I'm trying to remember if I mentioned on stream, I think I did, about the way that you defeat the Yule lads, Gruler, and the Yule cat. Quick pan over, giant cat basket in the corner, bowl, food. Let's not really investigate what the food is. Cat's off. Yes, once again, she can be stopped by a gift of clothing which is made with love and given with a pure heart. The stories being that basically before you went to bed, that the family would all exchange a piece of clothing which for them to wear the next day. If we're also weird, because this is a world of magic, if we're not including the magic, it makes sense. It's like, hey, winter's coming, get a new coat, get a new scarf, it will protect you from the cold. This makes sense. Also, for those of you who watched it, Grula was indeed defeated by someone throwing a scarf at her, so yes. There is magic here, there is powerful magic. It does not seem to be hostile at the moment. So I think that's the fair, like, acknowledging the bones, magic's been cast, there is probably a way to defeat her. I'd also say for Bernard, who kind of knows a bit more about her, she's evil, but she's a sort of lawful evil, like the Fae, where it's like, if you play the game and you're smart, you can defeat, but also being very aware, and especially as a Fire Genasi, you can't always defeat winter. You know, it's indeed, some would say winter is coming, and I would say winter is here. This has been, hey everyone! Yes, that's a very, where you all take that in about 6 seconds, is Grula just, yes, what we were saying, you don't want your stew, yes, your friends, what did your companions look like?
A Kenku without a beak, a viper lady, and an arsehole elf.
The asshole elf's like, I'm here.
I got confused. The other one.
I'm going to retroactively say, especially because as Syrah, you've got such great men, you also describe, so you describe a Kenku, a Viper Lady, and a guy.
Rainbow Jacket Man.
Rainbow Jacket Man.
Rainbow Jacket Man. That's okay, cool.
Yeah,
That's not confusing the two.
No, that's absolutely fine. And folks, it's also good to be able to go, no, in character, you don't say that because you've got, similar like when I was Nat, I was like, no, you don't cast Smite Nat. I'll save it. Yes. Okay. You, yes. She does feel absolutely no need to lie to you. Yes, no, they came through here, and I personally thought the little bird girl would be delightful to put in my pot, but no, she's very important, of great use. My boys.
To whom?
Oh well, it sort of looks at you. Oh, the automaton, the walking robot man. I mean, personally.
Is he here too?
Well, he passed through. He didn't want it. And again, this 12-foot thing leaning over down to you. He didn't want any of my stew either. He was much less. He didn't talk, so he didn't get to say nice things like you're saying. But no, he didn't. He was here. He was here along with his. He had a little army of people. There was like a bird, but like a human. No, not our crop. I don't know what to describe them. Warrior, woman, bird. Any of you can make a roll for what you think that might be.
Nature check?
Huh?
Yeah.
Siren.
Are we still getting the +4 D4?
Bernard, have you stopped playing?
Never.
Just a constant.
She is kind of like looking at you a little bit like, what are you doing?
Yeah. What these rolls are, man. Sarah is not actually thinking about any of the answers at all. She's just asking the questions.
I'm going to use another flash of genius
Yeah.
to bump mine up to a 17.
17. What did you roll? No, what was your skill?
Nature.
Nature. Cool. Any more?
Intelligence not my best thing, right? Unless it's history.
I mean, I'm giving you like a sub thing, which is like folklore. So if you want to roll,
Can I make a case for survival by any chance?
I
I may have fought this type of thing before.
You know what?
case
Yes.
no?
Yes.
Okay.
You're right. I think
In which case, that is a 27.
27. Blooming heck. Okay.
I mean, can I make an argument for performance before I am playing constantly?
I'll tell you what. I'll give you performance, but with disadvantage. It's mean, but just I'll tell you.
25.
25 with a disadvantage.
Yeah, it would have been 31.
Again, I'm being mean to you there, Sean, but yeah, I was like, I think you've got it handled. Sarah, you're not.
Oh no, I rolled a 4.
Okay, so I'll go in order. Sarah, you beat up an Aarakocra not that long ago. That was very dramatic. He was very rude, but she said, no, it's not an Aarakocra. So you're like, And a little bit of you is like, I know who would probably have known. Nanny. And I'm even just going to let you, like, you have a little thing and you're being like, I'm sure think it would be a lovely thing to have a little cottage with Nanny. That would be nice. It's sort of like, I'd even say, like, you look at a chair and you're like, I could have a chair. You're just completely off on it. Yeah.
Just going to squeeze the biscuit tin a little bit.
Yeah. You have a little squeeze of the biscuit tin. Ruin for nature. There are more things in heaven and earth than I've dreamt of in your philosophy. It could be, if she's describing it like a bird, like a winged woman, you're like, I think she would know what a devil or a demon is, so it's not probably anything like that. Possibly maybe an angel. I mean, seems weird that she doesn't know what an angel is. I say, like, for a 17, you're sort of like, a little bit like you're sort of ticking through your head, and you're like, I think because you're like, maybe the emphasis there is on the humanoid rather than on the bird. But you're like, okay, I'm going to say this is probably something you haven't run into yet. Bernard, 25 for performance. Yes, there is all sorts of, once again, dirty songs about winged women coming from the sky and being a redemption. Just call them Angel of the Morning. Angel. That's not an angel. That probably is another warrior beast. And for the little bit of, like, where you're like, oh yeah, no, sort of like, because there was talk about Ragnarok. I think there is a group of winged warrior women involved in those stories. Eri. a Valkyrie tried to break your nose one time. And she got really angry and like hit you with, not unlike like with Bernard hitting with the pommel. She was corrupted by the waking darkness. Am I right? Yeah,
Dreaming
waking
dark.
The dreaming dark. The dreaming dark, a corrupted being. Actually, Lola, I don't know if on stream we've described what the corruption of the waking dark looks. Do you want to describe what it looks like?
It begins in the eyes, a sort of dark swirl and mist and cast that begins to take over the sclera, and then it just fades out and down, and the veins from the eyes and around them, they also begin to get dark, and this cloud spreads across the face and down the body. It is quite unsightly.
Yes, this warrior woman in full plate armor, corrupted, tried to break your nose. You dealt with her appropriately. Yes, but you can acknowledge that they are powerful fighters. I mean, in your experience, they're not honourable, but it seems like the corruption took them. If this Gatecrasher is also corrupted, yeah, the fact that he's corrupted one of these beings, that's not good. So yes, as we sort of speed back in, as Gruda's like, yes, one of the bird women, big sword, big armor.
Valkyrie.
Leans over. A piece of information. Thank you, young one. What would you wish for in exchange?
The information is a gift
I've
for
got
a future.
So you would expect a gift in future. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Irai, just put down your owed a gift by a hag. Yeah, go on, Sarah.
Can I cast message to Irai?
Sure. Aren't we doing the mind link thing? Didn't we?
Did you?
Did we?
Who did that? Who put you on a network?
I did not cast telepathic bond.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
I do not have the power.
We cannot do this.
I have the power, but yes.
Okay.
We'll cast message to Irai.
Yeah.
That is your gift to claim as you wish, but I wonder if asking for safe passage through her realm to follow these people.
And I will respond to you in the message and say, one has to be around later for one to receive a gift.
What are you doing?
Later.
Why are you muttering? You should be muttering. That's rude. I see you pointing. Why are you pointing at each other? What are you saying? I hope you're not having secrets in my house.
Great apologies.
We were just discussing whether our gift to you was quite enough.
Oh, you want to give me more gifts? Well, by all means. I'll happily take more gifts. What do you want? What do you want to give me?
I know a hag once that. Sorry. Do I want to say hag?
What?
I knew a person once that enjoyed a story.
A story, yes. You say?
The Valkyrie that I met, unfortunately corrupted. It was on the plane of. I don't know. Irai is just making this up.
What are you lying? Are you lying to her, or are you?
No. Irai is recounting the tale of what happened, but is. I
tell you what, just make a performance check to be like, yeah, I know. No. It's how have the Bernard. Are you going to play back up to this at all?
Of course.
Okay, make it with advantage as the music starts warping itself around the telling of you fighting a Valkyrie.
I would like to prestidigitate little atmospheric colors.
Okay, well,
Absolutely.
you
And
know what?
lights.
That was actually a really good roll. That is -1, so it's a 17.
Cool. 17. You cast. I think I like to think that Ruin is still contemplating. Ruin, you still going over your mathematics at the moment, letting this happen.
I think Ruin's just watching what's going on, and is just sort of like, the fuck?
Why are you in a pantomime now?
Yeah, like-
yeah.
Bernard, I'm
Uh,
like, Bernard, why haven't you given her clothes? This is Lola being like,
Yeah.
Bernard knows that the gift of clothes would be better than any gift that we are
Bernard's
giving.
also almost naked. I have no
Yes,
clothes
but-
to give.
Oh,
Could have
when
put it out tenuous.
that's
But the gift of clothes would defeat her.
yes, it would. So
That would be highly insulting, wouldn't it?
Ruin is the only one who's contemplated the ethics of this. Yes.
Well, if we defeat her with, like, I don't know, a sock.
No! Oh, it was given with love. Yes. So, Eri, you begin like. Bless you. You know you're not a natural performer,
No.
and I think you're kind of like telling it very
Wouldn't
to the
they?
point. And this happened, and then that happened. But you're also aware like music is playing, it's swelling, and then like with the prestidigitation, like ghostly forms, like, and you like catch for a moment, like, oh, it's you, and then this, what Sarah considers to be a Valkyrie. It looks more like an Aarakocra with a sword, but and it plays, and it then Krul was like, oh, Winter Must Tale. Very interesting little one. Yes, okay, an extra, yes, an extra, not any information, but now I've actually seen one, and now I know a little bit more. Very fascinating. They don't like being kicked. Yes, well, I do believe, I can offer you, some form of boon. What would, and so like looks at Heartburn and at Sarah. It's like I saw nothing gets past these old eyes. I saw, thank you for lifting it up. But yes, I suppose it offered to any of you. What would you like?
Yeah, and I will look over at Sarah.
If you would be so kind, safe passage through your realm to follow the people we are pursuing.
Oh, right. Smirks. I'm gonna let anyone who wants to make it like. What's your passive investigation, folks?
20.
17.
20. 20. Definitely. I'm just gonna roll quick. Ooh.
Passive
She's got a
insight
19.
instead.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So beat a 19 for her. Not. I rolled
Passive
deception.
perception.
Yeah.
No, brilliant. 15.
15. Yeah. Ruin's probably clicked this. I suppose any of you can. I'll tell you what. If you want to roll investigation, I'll let it. Beat it.
Sorry, is it investigation or insight?
Insight. As she's sort of like she's smirking.
Okay. I am going to roll an extra d4 because I am built for success.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. That's a non-nat 20.
Beautiful. Okay, so that's we've got people beating the Eri now. Bernard. Do you want
sorry,
insight?
Oh, it's not. It's 25 even.
Perfect.
I forgot to actually add my insight modifier.
Yeah, only a 12 from me.
Cool. For those of you who got over the 19, which is actually quite good because like Ruin can't recognize con. I think there's a little bit of like going, oh yeah, trickery. Sarah, you pick it up. It's that sort of thing. What you've asked is you were asked passage through the realm so you can follow them. Just that. She could be like, yeah, nothing's going to attack you. She doesn't have to give you any more information if that's all you're asking. And I think, Sarah, you're about to finish your sentence. Ruin can interject if you want, or Sarah can try and rework it while she's about to finish.
I did say safe passage
Safe passage, yes.
specifically
Safe passage through the realm.
as well. I don't know what was. Did we think there was anything else that we were going to ask? I can't remember. Nat is failing.
And from your family.
Huh. All right. Okay. I'm also going to be that thing of like going, she knows where they went, but you're not asking that. So she's like, I think you said, from your family. She's like, well, all right, there's 6 coming up.
And the direction in which that they went.
All right. Oh well, just the direction. I can do that.
And the location.
Oh, you slimy sod.
What if we give you another story?
Oh,
Would that sweeten the deal? I mean, a big story. It's more of a limerick.
You got a limerick from me.
Aye.
Little one, little candle. You remind me of my son, Candle Stealer. Naughty, naughty boy, wicked child. Okay, little candle, go on.
He was naughty.
There once was a young man from Crises who visited one of its bitches. Stood down to his skivvies but dropped his caniffy. Now he whistles from out where he pithes.
It's rude and it's funny. Okay, little candle. Okay. I will allow you safe passage through my realm, protection for myself and my family, giving you the location and direction of those you seek and the way they travelled. Is that good enough for you all?
Sarah's head just kind of scans around everyone else.
The Gatecrashers are like, yeah, no, that does seem doable. It'll certainly be a tale to tell when we get back home, right? Marvellous.
You are most generous.
Yeah, I'm very nice once you get to know me, and everyone is being ever so polite, and I like that. Would anyone like a biscuit?
No, thank you. I have my own.
Well, fair enough. Any of you others want a nice biscuit?
No, thank you.
Okay, little...
Recently yet. Thank you, though.
I think you might be muted, Lola, if you were asking if you didn't want a lovely biscuit.
No, I just wouldn't speak very loudly. I don't want to eat whilst I'm working.
Oh, well, fair enough. Tap. You all sort of, you get like, weirdly, you sort of see what basically amounts to like a pointing finger, like icy hand. So folks, it's very video game RPG where it's like, go this way for quest. Yes, you, for those of you who have got your like radar-like power, you're kind of getting that feeling of like, okay, there's a little bit of a mini map going on in your mind. And you're like, yeah, we can all. For those of you who don't have that power, this is the first time you're experiencing it. You've got like a vague idea that they walked about a couple of miles northeast of this place. There's a mountain range where, and actually, I'm going to sort of like, for those of you who've travelled by the portals, know, and actually, I'm giving this to Ruin as well. Here's another bit of information. They can open portals wherever. It's a lot easier when there's an existing portal. But then that, if you're thinking about like, if it's a door that can go anywhere, if there's already a door frame, that helps. It does especially help to reopen what's already there, but then you could put anything on that other side. But a bit like a teleportation spell, it helps if you know where you're going. If there's certain like sigils or places, or you can be like, I'm just giving information here. Syrah, you've studied a lot of time with the Gatecrashers. You know a large part of that training is being like, right, these are the safe places. It looks like this. It looks like... actually, for those of you who've ever read the Skullduggery Pleasant books, it is your image of where you're going, so you don't embed yourself in the wall. That's part of the... Yes, so my point being, as you all have turned down a delicious biscuit, you now have safe passage through this icy realm. Grula is like, Yes.
Notably to follow these people.
Yes.
So I guess we just have to not catch them whilst we're still here.
Yes, that has occurred to you, that if it's... you're also not... I suppose for those of you who travel, you're probably not on the same plane as you just were. That this seems to have been. You are in basically a demi-plane. But this is the lair of the Winter Witch. Yes, so Gruler's like, by all means. Thank you all for being very nice and polite, but I probably should be getting my dinner ready for my beautiful boys. Elf Gatecrashers like, we probably should go. We should probably move. And she's like, gets up and it's like, and there's a large rusty bell, and she's like, clung, 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 boys, oh boys. There's the sound, for those of you who know Portals, you can feel that these 11 lads are coming back from their various acts of mischief. There we go.
Deep bow. Leave.
Yes, as you piece. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, as we leave, it's maybe perhaps a glance to see if there's one coming back from that same icy tundra.
Interesting. Yes. I'll tell you what, with advantage, make a perception check as you just sort of...
Okay. I dropped one. Sorry. I'll just roll this one again. Apparently. Table? They're both bad. So, both quite awful. The highest is a 13.
Portals start opening. Are you all making it out towards the front door?
Mm-hmm.
As you do, pop. You can, for those of you sort of like who towards the back, you see it's like they're mostly coming from ice. Then a very large portal opens, and again they're all dressed in like red with a little sort of fur caps, rather like red caps themselves. You're like, I don't think that's dyed red. I think that's a big hulking one holding a meat hook who just goes, "Mummy, they killed Candle Snatcher!" And she's like, "What? Who did? The Candlemen." And you all feel like, oh, we're going to be direct. No, wait. It's sort of like a she's like, does anyone speak giant?
I think so.
Is it anything like orc?
There's certainly a lot of grunting.
No. I speak a lot of languages, but not that one.
That's fair. Even those
common, Elvish, gift, primordial, and quarry.
Even those who don't speak giant know that there's literal curse words coming out of this woman, and you also feel like, yep, okay, this is it's like it starts penetrating and then it's pushed away, and she's like, oh, they're clever, but no, this, as the door's about to close on you, the hospitality runs out as soon as you leave this realm, and we will find you. I didn't get your names, but I'll get them. Wait.
Could we have your name?
You you turn around in the doorway. They call me Gruler.
I'll keep that.
Yeah, I mean, Meat Hook. She's like, don't tell. There's just
with the rules of Fade. Have I taken their names?
You've taken Meat Hook's name. Gruler said you can call me Gruler. That's not her. Yeah. But Meat Hook is stupid, and it gave it, as you also look at it as just one. Yeah, can I have your yogurt? It's just crying. She's like, they killed your brother. It's like, yeah, but I want the yogurt. I can smell it. And she's like, leave him. She absolutely hates you guys. She's like, I apologize for the boy. Just In the words of the immortal scholars, fuck off! And wind just blasts you as you're all like, whee! But you all land in like a soft snowbank. It's cold and unpleasant, but you're not harmed. You all... Actually, that's the thing. Can everyone just make me a survival check for the journey? Because the weather suddenly turns bad. Not deadly bad, but difficult bad.
22.
You're fine?
11.
Bernard, it's horrible. You know, you just got a lot of sizzling snow hitting you. It's not your vibe. It's not rock or roll.
Just a quick question. Does Griella still owe a gift in the future, or just was that all?
That was the gift. That was
Okay.
the boon.
Cool.
Unless you're able to, you know, yes, probably, but if you're smart, you may be able to wrangle it. Actually, I suppose, yeah, no. As far as you know, yes, that was everything. But
Okay.
yeah.
I only have a 7.
I think Ruin very similar. That your armor's like fizzing in it, just like it's getting in your eye holes, and it's just like, again, just not your vibe, not the, you know. And also that horrible guy was threatening to eat all your yogurt. You don't have yogurt. This is a horrible place. Almost makes you wonder if you should just stayed in the hells. Syrah.
I was dying, so this is probably bad.
Oh, I got poisoned. Syrah.
14.
Yeah, I think with the over the 20 roll, you all, it's petulant, horrible, slushy weather, and I think you're all damp and, you know, sort of like squelching by the time you reach. Weirdly, actually, the elf just seems completely dry. It doesn't seem like water's really affecting him. The fry cream is just completely soaked and like, oh, it's in my boots. These are nice boots. It's like, right, okay.
Has the elf gotten hold of Wilby's hat?
Well, actually, for those of you who do know, the otter will be prosecuted was supposedly taken in by Gatecrashers. I'm not saying that there's not like a one shot that involves him at all. He's missing. He's completely missing. He's not in a drawer somewhere. But yes.
Can I have taken the Gatecrasher flag off my banner on the glaive, and I will prestidigitate it warm, and
Yes.
Wrap it, give it to Throkreen.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. That's very commendable of you. That's very, achoo! Very loudly. It's like, it just.
You are not naturally predisposed to thrive in this climate.
No, I'm struggling. I admit. I'd rather go somewhere nice and warm where I can. Thank you. Just really hugging into the elf. Sorry. Right, okay, so I guess prepare for whatever's on the other end of this. So you are up in a sort of a mountainous area. There's a cave, and you can all see that there's like engravings around the outside of like Gatecrasher pulls out the key.
I'd like to.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, go on.
Before we go,
yeah.
is there perhaps anything that could be taken from this realm to carry it with us in some way?
What sort of thing would you like?
I don't know. What is there around? Or is it purely just?
Have you just come up with this idea, or do you think you would have tried to steal something from the witch?
Could have taken a cookie.
You could have taken a
Yeah.
cookie.
It depends. What is it as part of her realm? As in carrying it with us would. I think, given that I had the understanding that it was, she said very specifically, safe passage within her realm for this thing, possibly I would have looked at the time and as we.
I tell you what, retroactive sleight of hand.
Why is my sleight of hand not as good as other things? Okay.
Mine's 9.
Oh, that's a natural 20 plus 4.
Hey.
So
Lola, what would you have liked to have pocketed it from the House of the Ice Witch?
Bone china.
the ladle. No, I'm joking. It could be bone china. What is the ladle made of?
Bone.
Well, quite bones.
And China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The table was set for dinner, so there would have been knife, fork, spoon, a cup, a plate. You know, you could have taken. I'll let you take any part of that. What would you like to?
Anything from Candle Snatcher's place setting.
Yes, I think that's yeah, because he's not coming back. Yes, I think you also sort of see the little spot where there's like some wax, where he's obviously put his little candle there. Yeah, what do you want to take?
I look at the candle.
Now
cup.
you are the candle snatcher.
The cup, as opposed
Literally.
You take a metal cup. To be fair, you also do have a candlestick and a knife. Like, I could still stab someone. I'm just saying. Yes. Yes. Irai. Yes, you do have a token of the. You kind of. Until you. I know we're trying to wrap this up. I'm going to say this is like history folklore again for understanding of. If you roll, see what you get.
It's probably not gonna be. Okay, that's an 18 on the die. So 20, not
Amazing.
natural.
Just holding this cup won't count, but by old sort of Fey witch lore, if you were to, I don't know, turn it into like I won't say pitons, if you like put it in your boots or put it on like, so when you walked on it, it's a bit like when people said you can't touch me when I'm on my homeland and you fill your boots with dirt and you're like, I
Maybe
walk
I
on
should have
it.
taken a plate instead because I could break that into pieces more easily. And
I mean,
okay.
you could crush this cup and then it might be or alternatively, as a monk, if you just stood on 1 foot on this cup, like, I'm not touching the ground, then you'd be like, no. Yes.
I think I would have taken the plate instead, so that it could be broken up in enough pieces for all of us.
You've taken a plate which round the outside says Candle Snatcher, and it's just a picture of Candle Snatcher going in the middle, looking very cute. It's like a baby plate. This horrible troll holding a candle. Yeah. So if you smash this plate up, you could probably have enough to either put in your own. You've got foot wrappings on though, haven't you? You haven't got boots. You could argue
very dexterous toes.
Yes. I think that's the thing. If you kind of like, because this is the size of like a dinner plate, you could stand on the dinner plate. You could also attempt to break it up and put it into other people's.
Yeah, I think I would break it up and.
We could literally grind it into dust.
That's the other option.
Yeah.
You're going to need a bit of time for that.
Well, I've got the right tool for the job and alchemist supplies, so I'm sure I have a pestle and mortar.
I think that's definitely something we could do. So just as
We
we're
why
sort of
grind it when we've already got plate armor?
Hooray!
I was going to say, I'm not entirely sure whether Sarah is actually wearing boots or whether the armor is just her feet.
Yes, I think you are just that's it. You're all kind of like. I like to think like if we looked at it, Sarah, there's obviously like little bows like that look like in the metal, so it looks like you're wearing. I was about to say you're wearing like ballet slippers. You're not. You're wearing metal, but you know you're a nice young lady who is also a death machine. Yes, I realised I got distracted again. Niall, please roll whatever you wish to roll.
Is it an investigation check?
Yes.
Isn't it?
As we get to the end of this episode.
One more time. Okay, that's a 27.
27.
Could I, if I added another +5 to that and made it a 32, I feel like I would grasp this thing, so I'm going to do that with a flash of genius.
Absolutely. You're like, great. If I could get my hands on one of these artifacts, I think I could safely engineer it. And in fact, I think if I was given enough time, I might be able to engineer one for myself. So that's that.
I like the idea that the elf's casting the spell and I'm just there watching, and he looks at me and I just go,
hey. Opens. The portal opens. You all step through. You are in the hallway of a beautiful, sort of ornate castle, it seems. You are sort of looking around. A orcish maitre d' sort of walks down and was like, "Oh, good evening. I take it you're all here for the wedding, correct?" You're like, he's like, looks at you all absolutely soaked. He's like, "Oh, no. His lordship would be terribly upset if you were all to come in this sort of look. I'll tell you what, we'll go take you to the tailor and you can be truly prepared for his lordship's wedding." With that weird offer, that's where we will end for tonight. We're going to a party next week, folks, so audience, feel free to dress up in your finery.
now we're the wedding crashers.
You are now the wedding crashers. It's also weirdly like the invitation. It's like, well, yeah, here, so you must be here for the party. Yes, quickly to wrap it up. Thank you everyone for watching. If you have enjoyed what we're doing, Mondays and Tuesdays, 6 p.m. British summertime, I think we're still in, or whatever time is in mainland UK. That is our Dungeons and Dragons game. What else we can talk about? If you haven't been able to join us live, we are available on YouTube at Roll Together RPG. We're also available as podcasts. Thank you, Niall. Happy birthday. As Roll Together RPG. Massive thank you to our sponsors and supporters, and a big thank you to the D20 Club. They support us on Patreon. One of your local currencies, be it dollars, yen, pounds, or goats, please do send the goats to me. I need goats for reasons. I need to take care of my sea-girt island. All I have is the goats. They don't judge me. They don't judge me when I say weird things. Like, the goats don't judge me when I say weird things. Also, if
no die park at all.
Exactly. You can't take care of the dinosaurs without the goats. Also, if you do sponsor us at a 5 level, you'll get all sorts of good little gifts at 5. Sadly, the Zoom doesn't seem to do anything from when we show 5, but
No, it'll put my hand up and move. No, don't do it now. It'll move the cameras.
Yeah.
Editor Kobolds will be upset.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like if you're in a meeting, you're putting your hand up and like, oh, he's got something to say. Anyway,
I want to be first.
Yeah. If you do it at the 5th level,
MTM now.
Basically, we have Patreon games that can be anything from audio dramas to one-shots to background information about our long-running campaign in which there was piracy and everyone had a lovely time. Yes.
Tom especially had a lovely time.
Oh, I had a wonderful time and got to wear a cunning hat, which is very important. Yes, I think that's everything. Once again, thank you all for joining us. Come back next week, where we will all be dressing up very fancy. I have bought a fancy tie, so I'm fully prepared. I'm not going to wear a shirt. I'm just going to wear the tie. No, wear a shirt, Tom. Stop it. Anyway, thanks, audience. Take care. We'll catch you next week.
See you later, and talk to your dad.
Talk to your dad.